Looking back at week one, man, first message, make it cleaner, because it's hard to evaluate when you're not being that efficient.
I think it was a great lesson for all of our guys. Just you can't beat yourself. You got to put yourself in position to be successful. Penalties and turnovers showed up. So it's a lot of lessons for, particularly some younger guys just to continue to grow.
The work with the Rams was so good. Has to impact probably what happens today. Yet you got some positions, offensive line, different places that kind of also need the reps. So that's what you have to decide.
We got excellent work with the Rams. We were really fortunate to be able to get that joint practice put together. So for a lot of our veteran guys, they got a ton of work. So they basically played a game against the Rams on Thursday. And so some of our veteran players won't play in this game, but there's still anyone who's going through an evaluation process. They'll be in this game and competing.
Because of the quarterback situations, that being the offensive line, getting some reps together with the quarterbacks.
Yeah, the offensive line's an important aspect. We'll continue to play those guys and continue to rotate them. You'll see a couple of the receivers, play in a short instance here, and then let the quarterbacks roll.
I assume there will be a time when you'll have a presser where we don't talk about the quarterbacks, but we're not quite there yet. Much bigger sample size. Is it possible? Are you looking for separation, or is it even possible to have separation as you look at a game like this?
Well, I think these are big evaluation opportunities for these guys, and at some point, someone has the opportunity to kind of take it and run with it, and we're continuing to evaluate each and every instance. This would be a great chance. We played against obviously the Chargers; they did some good things, but this is a big time opportunity.
I don't know if there's been many opportunities where the head coach walks into a building where he won the Super Bowl previously. I peeked into the locker room earlier just to make sure because the champagne was on the ceiling for quite some time, which was kind of cool. But so it is kind of a unique situation where you have got some good mojos, good feelings about this building. Now, granted, that's yesterday. Nobody cares what you did for us yesterday, but it's got to be some good feelings in this building.
Yeah, it is the first time coming back since the Super Bowl, and so we were the home team, so we ended up being in the Saints locker room, the Saints sideline. Very similar situation, so we got to laugh about that with a few guys.
Good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
That's it for Coach's Keys to the Game with Kellen Moore.
And yes, we had a little champagne on the ceiling, but Daisy and her housekeeping crew, they took care of it. We kept it there for a reason. Pretty cool for the tours. Let's go down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal St. Sideline report.
Yeah, guys, for the second week in a row, Kellen Moore had a lot of the starters go through warm-ups, wants them to get kind of in the flow of getting into games, but a lot of them just came out of uniform. The usual suspects, right? Eric McCoy, Jawan Johnson, Carl Granderson, etc., but also Kool-Aid McKinstry, which I think tells you a lot about how much confidence they have in this second-year cornerback, kind of getting the star treatment here. Two players in uniform who look like they're going to be playing, Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed. So it'll be the first chance that either of these quarterbacks get to throw these guys in the game.
All right, thank you, Jeff. We'll come back with the kickoff of the national anthem after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
The New Orleans Saints countdown to kickoff is delivered by Little Caesars. Combine tasty Little Caesars pizza with NFL football, and what do you get? Game day! Little Caesars, the official pizza partner of the New Orleans Saints, invites you to order your favorite Little Caesars pizza or try something new. On game day, Little Caesars is always convenient. From carryout to delivery to pizza portal pickup. Just call or text a few good friends and celebrate with delicious Little Caesars pizza and the New Orleans Saints Game of the Week.
Pizza. Ready to jumpstart your career? Goodwill Technical College is now enrolling, and this is your chance to build a brighter future. We've got the programs that will take you from the classroom to the career of your dreams.
I'm on my way to success, thanks to Goodwill Technical.
Financial aid and scholarships are available, as well as child care and transportation, so nothing's holding you back. Classes are filling up fast. Don't wait. Enroll today at Goodwill Technical College and start your journey to a better tomorrow. Visit goodwilltech.edu or call now to secure your spot.
Hey folks, Bobby Aber and KJ Cannon here. We all know there's something special about growing up in Louisiana. Our culture, our history, and how we care for each other cannot be matched anywhere in the world. The same goes for Louisiana Dental Center, local dentists helping local people just like you and me. And of course, for years, proud dental office of our beloved New Orleans Saints. Louisiana Dental Center, your dental home team. How about them Saints?
When it comes to excellence, Mercedes-Benz SUVs deliver. With 4MATIC's impressive all-wheel precision, awe-inspiring MBUX technology, and state-of-the-art acoustics that immerse you in every moment. From intelligence to power, from safety to precision, performance means more in a Mercedes-Benz. Discover the Mercedes-Benz SUV that's right for you at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer or visit MBUSA.com to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of the New Orleans Saints.
Newell Norman, Leaders Lead, weekdays 10 to 1 on WWL.
Our national anthem from Corey Leday, the St. Tammany Parish office is the honor guard.
Performing today's national anthem, please welcome Corey Leday and his Zydeco Band. Let's hear it one more time.
Well, let's pause 10 seconds to let stations identify themselves here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Home of the Saints, LSU, and Pelicans. 870 AM WWL New Orleans, 105.3 WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans, and Odyssey Station.
I'd like to believe I'm a little bit musically inclined, but the accordion is not something I would ever touch. I don't even understand it. Now, the washboard, more like my stomach, I could do that.
Is that because from the eating, or it's just the movement, or what?
No, it's washboard, man.
I know it. It's the washboard, but I'm just saying it's the motion. It's got to be the motion.
I tell you that accordion, that was impressive. Buford Jordan, he looks good. Look at Buford down there. Did you see him down on the field?
I didn't see him earlier.
Looks like a wide receiver.
I've seen Buford enough, and that's what Buford still works out and train kids, and normally the kids that he gets, they don't know that Buford is I don't want to call it a maniac, but I said, you got to watch yourself, because Buford will hurt you.
He looks good.
He looks good.
Buford down on the sidelines as the captains for Jacksonville. They are all in white, dark numbers, dark helmets. The Saints send out Jonah Williams, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Cedric Wilson Jr., and Isaac Yadam to meet with Brad Rogers from Lubbock Christian, his 7th year as a referee. So I spent 3 years in Lubbock. I know Lubbock very well, as does Tyler Shuck. He'll be our referee. Wearing number 126, of course. We all knew that. Gets him in order.
Gentlemen, welcome to preseason week number 2. This is the coin that we will use today. This is tails. This side is heads. With the visitor, what is your call? Tails is the call. It is heads, you win the toss. Which way would you like to kick the ball? Okay. New Orleans has won the toss. They've elected to defer. They will kick to Jacksonville on this end of the field. Good luck, gentlemen.
Saints in all black jerseys, gold numbers, gold pants, gold helmets. Well, a little quiet. Clyde Edwards-Helaire coming out to do the Who Dat chant. You have to make him wait there, Clyde. You have to get him up. Attaboy. Not his first time. Well done.
Clyde's got a little juice there.
Yeah. As you heard from Brad, Saints won the toss, deferred, so they'll be kicking off. They will be kicking from right to left towards Poydras. It is going to be Blake Groupie first. See how much time they split with Charlie Smith today. Tank Bigsby and Bayshaw Tootin, the rookie, 4th-round pick out of Virginia Tech, back deep. Tank Bigsby, 3rd year out of Auburn. Boy, he's got, I watched that game with Pittsburgh, speed and strength. So you'll see a little bit of everything returning kicks today.
Yeah, you'll see a little bit of everything, and so a lot of those guys trying to solidify, a roster spot as well. Tank has been in a battle with Etienne and some other guys as far as to be the number 1 ball carrier for this Jacksonville squad.
They only carry 5 running backs to Jacksonville. The Saints will not, of course, have Alvin Kamara and Devin Neal still kind of nursing that hamstring. So they are Kendre, Valus, Clyde, Cam Akers, and Marcus Yarns. And the kick is away, middle of the field. Bigsby has it at the goal line, brings it to the right side, a bit of a hole, and up across the 35 to about the 36, or maybe a little bit more. That's where Jacksonville will have it as they start, and it is Trevor Lawrence getting the start. Jalen Ford was on the tackle.
And for them, you do have a couple of the guys we talked about, Antoine Harrison being one of those guys not available. So, some backups at the edge from the tackle position. Walker his left tackle is available right now, and the Saints, will give you the kind of defensive front for that unit as well shortly here.
Under center is Lawrence, gives it to Bigsby up the middle and stays between the hash marks to the 38, so a gain of 2. That was a 35-yard return. Danny Stutzman and Jonathan Bullard. One guy, both of them, one drafted, one picked to get you to help stop the run.
And guy that had a shot, Jonah Williams, in at one of those defensive tackle positions. I think that's Isaiah Foskey at one position. I think that's Granderson here at the bottom at one of those defensive end positions.
Rumpf is one of them.
Rumpf,
Chris Rumpf. Under center, 2nd and 8 for Trevor Lawrence. Play action, middle of the pocket. Looking to throw, does throw, wide open, incomplete. Brian Thomas had it on the far side at the 42 and went down to get it, but couldn't bring it in, and that's rare for Brian Thomas. He's pretty sure-handed.
And looking at that, Saints playing zone, and it's just an over route. And one of the things I like Stutzman to be able to see is the crosser, and he's got to be able to feel that, and that's something that you don't see. That ball is perfectly thrown by Trevor Lawrence. Saints don't get a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and Trevor Lawrence has time to be able to hit Brian Thomas and kind of slips as he goes down and can't corral it.
Walker High School for Thomas before LSU. Now it's a 3rd and 8. Can the Saints get off the field? Lawrence back to throw, now steps up, releases the ball, makes the catch, does his tight end. Danny Stutzman is on the tackle. The tight end is Brenton Strange, 3rd year out of Penn State, and that is a 12-yard pickup and a first down.
Yeah, a little bit better pressure by the Saints defensive line, but your quarterback is able to step up into the pocket here, and he keeps his eyes down the field. Linebackers Stutzman and DeMarco Jackson for the Saints, and again, that time playing zone, not enough pressure up front.
Ball sitting, could not be more square in the middle of the fleur-de-lis, in the middle of the field at midfield. Under center, new set of downs. Toss left side. Bigsby cuts it back inside the numbers from the far side. Brought down into Saints territory. That's by Jonathan Bullard again, who brings Bigsby down for about a gain of 3, if I were to guess.
A little toss play at that time. The Saints do a nice job of being able to string that play out. Jonathan Bullard runs it down from the backside as far as from his defensive really a defensive line position. And so a nice job on the edges of forcing that back inside.
4 yards on that, 2nd and 6. First drive, moving towards the Smoothie King Center are the Jacksonville Jaguars. This time out of the shotgun is Lawrence, has Bigsby to his right. Stands, short drop, still plenty of time. Now he spins to his left. Pressure, unloads it. This time caught on the far side by Brian Thomas. Quincy Riley rode him out of bounds, shy of the first down to the 42. So 3rd down and 2 coming, and that's a lot of time.
That's a ton of time. And the Saints, it looked like that they were going to bring pressure a little bit there, and I think they did eventually bring it, but it was only 4-man pressure. And so this offensive line for the Jacksonville Jaguars has done a really good job of giving Trevor Lawrence plenty of time up front. And I know the Saints, they don't want to blitz every time. They want some guys to win in one-on-one battles, and so far they're not doing it.
3rd and 2, Travis Etienne from Jennings, Louisiana, is to Trevor Lawrence's left. Takes the snap out of the shotgun, stands in the middle, throws it complete again to his tight end, Brenton Strange, on the far side on the numbers, and that's a 1st down before DeMarco Jackson picked him up. But Brenton Strange has 10 to go with his initial 12.
Yeah, looking at that route marker, Jumbotron, Fidel Diggs drops into the coverage. The Saints, just content with playing zone and hoping that front four gets to the quarterback, and they're not able to do so. And, you have another conversion as far as 3rd down is concerned, and waiting on guys to, kind of step up and make some plays here.
Jacksonville on their first drive with their starters kicked a field goal last week. The jet sweep to Brian Thomas around the left side, but DeMarco Jackson snuffs it out in a short gain on the far side before he's knocked out at about the 30-yard line. So give him 2 yards on that one, and 2nd and 8 coming.
Jet sweep, speed sweep. DeMarco sees it. He's able to release. Nice job on the edges, as well as I think one of your safeties came up, Sanker came up to kind of be one of the force guys as well on that play, and they will only give up a couple of yards there.
Jonas Sanker, 3rd-round pick out of Virginia. 2nd and 8 was empty, but now Trevor brings Bigsby to his left. Saints showing pressure. They do bring it, but he unloads it to Bigsby, who's still got it. Now he crosses the entire field, still on his feet. 20, 15, finally knocked out of bounds by Danny Stutzman. They brought Amadi off the edge, and Lawrence went the other direction, and then
it was a screen. They set up a screen perfectly, so they had pressure, but the problem is the Saints do a poor job of being able to corral and get to the football. Had a couple guys to be able to take each other out, and then right there, one of the Saints defenders kind of can't force it back inside. And so you talk about from a pursuit angle, the Saints do not do a great job, but the Saints brought pressure off of the front side, and it was a screen away, and we just don't make the play.
Christian Boyd had a shot, as did Tyrone Powell. 1st down. They can still get a 1st down. Lawrence stumbles, ball's loose in the middle of the field. Looks like the Saints are on it, and they are. Trevor Lawrence stumbled coming out of the back.
Rolling on the field is a fumble by the offense, recovered by the defense. 1st down.
By Vernon Broughton, who gets the fumble. Never got the handoff clean. Saints get the football. We'll take a break. 9:44 to play here in the 1st quarter. Saints get it, and Tyler Shuck time back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Jan from Toyota here with live coverage of end of summer fun at Toyota's national sales event with my special guest, Eli Manning.
Thanks, Jan. Let's get into it.
Down by the lake for some fishing, we've got Eric in his Tundra. He throws his line, and he's going long.
Heck of a team effort there. That Tundra got him exactly where he needed to be.
Sure was, Eli. Until next time, go Toyota.
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 2nd. Toyota, let's go places.
Saints fans, let's take a 30-second time out for a quick mental getaway to Pensacola. Picture sugar white sands, crystal clear waters. Remember, your perfect getaway is just a short drive away. So head east for the ultimate time out from the hustle and bustle. Fresh seafood, stunning sunsets, and relaxing beaches, all waiting for you in Pensacola. Sundays with the Saints and any day with your toes in the sand, that's the way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
When the storm comes, it shakes more than just your walls. It shakes your world. But in New Orleans, we're built different.
We don't fold. We rebuild.
At American Safety, we show up fast and we get to work. And we treat your home like our own.
Because recovery isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about restoring what matters. American Safety, stronger than the storm, and right here with you.
You'd never step in front of a linebacker at full speed, so why risk it with a train? When you approach a rail crossing, respect the signs and signals. The average train needs over a mile to stop. That's 18 football fields. C-Trac's Think Train Week is September 15th to 21st. Visit cn.ca/rail safety to learn how to be rail smart and stay safe near trains and tracks.
Wake up to the news you need and talk you love. Tommy Tucker, 6 to 10 on WWL.
Caesar Superdome scoreless. The Saints only forced 2 red zone turnovers last year. Came in the first 5 games. They get one here. Trevor Lawrence just kind of never got his footing. Just very kind of sticky trip. Never got the ball out of his hands to the running back. And Vernon Broughton, the 3rd-round pick out of Texas, gets it. And so the Saints have it with Tyler Shuck and Kendre Miller moving right to left from their own 12. Shuck changes the play. He's under center. Takes the snap. Handoff Miller. Cuts his way on the left hash. Took it up the middle, then bounced a little bit to the left hash up to the 16-yard line. So a gain of 4 for Kendre Miller.
And out of 12 personnel, now the Saints go to 11, 3 receivers. And 2 of those receivers, Chris Olave, and it should be Rashid Shaheed being that other guy. And I think that's Cedric Wilson. And that the other receiver, number 3 guy.
2nd down and 6. Shuck will be out of the shotgun. Will throw. Pumps. Now throws complete to the right hash mark to Cedric Wilson. Should be on the line, and it should be a 1st down. Just waiting for the signal, and there it is. Cedric Wilson Jr., Devin Lloyd, and Falashade Ulikin make the tackle.
Mike, you don't mind giving us the offensive line that you see right now?
Yes. All right, we have Kelvin Banks, Dylan Radins, Torselli is at center. I'm trying to get it. A harder time seeing these numbers right now. That's Cesar Ruiz and Fuaga, and that's a sack. Bad time to be given the offensive line.
Yeah, it looked like Caesar had to kick out. He and Miller tried to get out, and I have to just see it again to see where the pressure, it was up top, and he goes, and a couple of guys, we talked about guys kind of slipping there. It looked like Shuck slipped as well as inside. Miller and Caesar, unsure why they weren't able to pick that up. It was a play action, play fake one way, and you've got to be able to get back to the outside.
Sacked by Andrew Wingard, and so now the Saints face a 2nd and 18 from their own 15. Shuck in the pocket, and now he's in trouble again, and he just tried to shuffle it to Cesar Ruiz, who
it's illegal. That's illegal touching. Right. That's a flag against the Saints.
They're getting ready. They're talking about it. It's coming.
Yeah, it's intentional grounding or illegal touching.
Caesar knocked it down with his left hand and said, nope, I ain't.
Well, here's the problem. That's your starting offensive line. And you've got pressure back to back. You've got a sack, and now you've got a pressure. That's a flag on the Saints. I mean, there shouldn't be anybody in there, and he slipped. It was the right tackle. They were running the game. There's the flag. They were running the game, and it was a pick play.
Intentional grounding, offense number 6. It's a loss of down at the spot of the foul. It is 3rd down.
Yeah, and so that's Caesar and Fuaga. They run a game. They pick the right guard, and he's got to be able to feel it, see it. We end up letting both guys go, and so the quarterback throws it to the guard, which was Caesar, and that is not the start that you wanted if you're the Saints. Now you're 3rd and forever.
3rd and 30. You gotta play for this from your own 3?
No.
Handoff. Kendre Miller bounces to the middle, still on his feet. If he can get a block, and he does, it's a nice run by Miller, who takes it all the way up to the 15, call it the 16-yard line. But unfortunately, you needed 30.
Yeah, you needed 30, and even he slipped there. And we've seen a couple of guys, they've got to get used to the turf and some things of that nature. And does a good job of being able to make some plays. But, man, up front, we've got to be way better up front. You've got to be able to handle the picks.
Kai Kroger, who's in the battle, of course, with James Burnip, is standing with his heels at the 1-yard line, the left-footed boot, and Parker Washington drifts back to his own 30. Now he's trying to bring it back, gets past Stallberg, gets past Foskey, and runs out of bounds in front of Danny Stuntsman. So pretty good return on that one. That's where Jacksonville will have it. 6:52 to play here in the first quarter. Scoreless, 54-yard punt, but a 15-yard return here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
For fans of saving money. For fans of big rewards. For fans of getting more for your money. There's Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints. Saints fans, open your free high-earning checking and see what it's like to get better rates, better returns, and better service. Join a winning team. Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints. Membership and credit eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Attention Pelicans fans, it's time to get your tickets for the 2025-26 NBA season. Single game tickets, partial plans like our 12-game weekend plan, and full season ticket plans are on sale now. Pick the blender for these exciting can't-miss matchups, including Pelicans Cup nights versus the Lakers and Grizzlies, presented by Morris Bart. Experience all the action and can't-miss entertainment with the best fans in the NBA. Get your tickets today by visiting Pelicans.com.
That feeling when you walk in with your hands full of McDonald's and the heads start turning. Something bold, something savory, something sweet. You don't have to say a word because the bag says it all. Get your favorites for under $3, like golden small fries or a savory sausage biscuit. And yes, the legendary ranch snack wrap is back at a legendary price. Just $2.99. McD comes through with more than you expect. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Home of the Saints and LSU, plus live local real-time news and talk. WWL.
Caesar Superdome, scoreless contest. Jacksonville with it. It was a 54-yard punt, 15-yard return. That's a 39 net average. And Phil Galliano will tell you it's all about the net average. And last year the Saints were 40.4, which put them pretty much near the bottom. And you got to get around 44, 45, 43 to really be in that hunt.
And you think that those yards, they matter. I mean, when you're fighting for every inch out there, those yards, they definitely matter. I mean, you get the football here at midfield. You know, if I'm Jacksonville, this is a situation where I go play action, I try to take a shot.
They're at their own 45, and Trevor Lawrence is back in the game under center, moving left to right, their second possession. Play action, stands, looks, throws to the far side. Trevor Etienne makes the catch, knocked out of bounds by Quincy Riley. And you're talking about that punt. Perfect example. Logan Cook, his net average is 44.8. He's second in the NFL. 4 yards, the Saints are 40.4, next to last. Yeah. That's how important that 4 yards is.
That's how important it is.
Yeah.
You're talking about, well, it's only a couple yards. Yeah, a couple yards. That gets you beat. You know, and I don't know if that punt was supposed to go in the middle of the field or outside to the left or right. But you only had one guy that was close enough that had a shot at making it, and everybody else, kind of had to recover from there.
Jacksonville in the Saints territory. Big run for Travis Etienne up the gut, just outside the left hash mark. Takes it all the way down to the Saint 32 and a first down. He picked up 15. They've not had much luck. Jordan Houghton on the stop, really putting anything on this Jacksonville offense.
Yeah, right there you had Danny Stutzman that decided to kind of undercut it, and that guard just took him for a ride in the back. Travis Etienne was patient enough. That's where the play ended up hitting. Had a couple guys that had a shot at making the tackle probably after 4 or 5 yards, but they don't do so.
Bigsby is in to the right of Lawrence. Lawrence throws across the middle, had some pressure from Chris Rump, but he makes the completion down to the 21-yard line, and that is another first down for Jacksonville. And I believe that's Travis Etienne who made it. 11 yards on the ground. Parker Washington.
Yeah, Parker Washington.
I had the one.
Yeah.
There's two of them.
There's two
number
of them.
11.
Yeah, and so Parker Washington made the catch, and I think that may be the first time the quarterback's gotten hit And that was Rump who got late pressure there. But we have not been able to get a lot of pressure. And that was a dig route by Washington, and Trevor Lawrence is just on time with the throw.
Empty backfield for Lawrence at the St. 21. Throws across the middle, complete to Brian Thomas. Goes to the ground quickly, but we'll get to about the 16-yard line. DeMarco Jackson on the tackle.
A quick slant off coverage, being covered by the safety. They'll take that all day. Inside, he sees I got the linebacker coming down, and D-line, you got to get your hands up for the quick slant there underneath.
4 yards, 4:15. Clock moving. Ball at the St. 16. Under center is Lawrence, as Etienne alone behind him. Etienne gets it middle of the field, runs into some traffic, takes it inside the 15 to maybe the 13 before he is brought down by a host, including Fidel Diggs and Jonah Williams. Give him 3.
Yeah, I don't know if the Saints defensively lined up right on that right side. It looked like you were a little light on the right side as far as the defensive side of the football, and so now they rotate a couple of defensive tackles out.
3rd down and 3 from the 13, moving left to right, scoreless contest. Need to get to the 10, does Jacksonville. Snap, handoff, Etienne, big hole, kind of tunnels his way underneath, down to the 7-yard line, and a first down, 1st and goal for Jacksonville, picked up 6.
We saw this early on that first drive. They were just able to get movement up front, not enough guys getting off the ball. A couple guys being able to get some contact, but that's mostly after that initial wave, getting to that second level of the Saints defense.
You got Broughton, Rumpf, Christian Boyd, and Fidel Diggs. Those are your 4. 1st and goal for Lawrence under center. Play action to Etienne. This time, now he's got some pressure. Does throw to the end zone, incomplete, back of the end zone. Trying to hit Brian Thomas. Would have had a hard time coming down with 2 feet, but it's incomplete. Jordan Howden finally put some pressure on Trevor Lawrence.
And I like it. And for it looked like you had interior pressure as well by the Saints, and so that's something that they hadn't been able to do a lot of so far.
That is the first incompletion by Trevor Lawrence after 7 straight. 2nd and goal from the 7. 2 receivers to his left. Parker Washington split out to the right, bottom of the formation. Trevor to throw, complete to Parker Washington. Breaks the tackle of DeMarco Jackson and takes it in for the touchdown. Parker Washington, 3rd-year man out of Penn State, had 3 touchdowns last year, picked up 7, and the Saints' 2 drives did not do a lot defensively.
You got pressure this time. At least you were able to hit the quarterback, but, you got to tackle better. Had a couple opportunities to be able to come up and make some tackles, and you don't do so. One of that being the quarterback, being able to try to get him down as he's scrambling in the pocket, and then, on some of those runs, got guys that have a shot at making a tackle and can't do so.
Cam Little, the 22-year-old, as of today, makes the extra point. We have 2:33 to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 Jacksonville. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Hey folks, Bobby Hebert here. The Rouse's family opened their first grocery store in 1960. That was the same year I was born. We both grew up on the bayou. And from the beginning, the Rouse's family focused on local, buying produce and seafood from their neighbors. And they still do that today. From one store to serving over 1 million customers a week. I'm proud to see how far they've come. Rouse's, the official supermarket of the Saints, celebrating 65 years, and they're just getting started.
Football is a contact sport, but so is business. That's why you need the team at Marsh McLennan Agency. We've been providing business insurance, employee health and benefits, retirement, and private clients insurance solutions in Southeast Louisiana for 80 years. We combine the personalized service model of a local consultant with the global resources of the world's leading professional services firm. Put the power of our world-class local touch formula to work for you. Visit marshmma.com today. Marsh McLennan, proud partner of the New Orleans Saints.
Saints fans, Cam Jordan here. Get ready for game day at the Saints VIP tailgate brought to you by BullseyeEventGroup.com. The VIP tailgate is 3 hours prior to kickoff before every Saints home game next to the Superdome at Benson Tower. Bullseye Events Group's Saints VIP tailgate is open to all ages, features a premium buffet by Food Network chef Aaron May, and a premium open bar for 3 hours. Start Saints game day the right way. Get your Saints VIP tailgate tickets today at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Let's go, my kiddos! Rise and shine! I am tired of early morning alarms and sitting in carpool lines. I want to relax with a spa day. No more family meetings. I want a family outing. My to-do list has taken over. How about a to-dream list instead? First up, play Coastal and go have some fun for fun's sake.
Make a vacation declaration of your own and start planning your escape to the Mississippi Gulf Coast at coastalmississippi.com.
You're listening to the flagship station of the Saints, WWL-AM-FM.com.
On the drive, 8 plays, 55 yards, 4 minutes and 13 seconds. Trevor Lawrence was 4 or 5 on that drive. Jacksonville averaged 6.4 yards per play. They did offensively, running and passing. Down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints sideline report.
Yeah, guys, as we head into the second drive, Saints certainly want some better offensive line play. The guy in the middle of that line for the second consecutive week, Torricelli Simpkins the third. I asked him if he was under pressure last week. He said, I got in, they threw me in, I didn't have a chance to feel pressure. He looks comfortable at that position because he played 3 years of center at North Carolina State before transferring to South Carolina.
The kick comes down, thank you, Jeff, to Bayless Jones on the near side. Took it to the middle of the field, across the 25 to the 27, and that is where the Saints will start. So a little better field position than the last time on a 23-yard return by Bayless Jones.
And I suspect that we will get the same offensive line. And as the starters outside of your center for the Saints, and probably the same thing with the receiver, you do have Shaheed and Olave out there at the receiver position.
Both split wide to the right. Kendre Miller was behind. Now empty backfield as he comes split to the bottom of the formation. Shuck takes it, 3-man rush. Throws to the outside, caught. Rashid Shaheed tiptoes up and down the sidelines. Now they're going to say he stepped out at the 31. So a shorter game, but a good throw and catch by Shaheed and Shuck.
And right there they go empty, do the Saints, and you ended up having a drop 8 look. So one of the defensive linemen, they start like I'm rushing, and they drop 8 into coverage, and it's just finding the best matchup is what Tyler Shuck was able to do.
2nd and 6, under 2 minutes to play, first quarter, 7-0. Handoff, Miller cuts back, took it left, tried to cut back to the middle, probably gets maybe a yard, gratuitous yard.
And that is gratuitous at best right there. The Saints don't block at the point of attack, and you're running a zone play. I've got to be able to block the edge, and so that forces Kendre to have to cut back inside, and that's where all the flow is coming from the backside.
So the Saints face a 3rd and 5 from their own 32. Olave was split to the right, now comes to the bottom of the formation. 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Saints need 5. Shuck the throw, does throw to the outside, high over the head of Chris Olave in front of the Saints bench. Would have been a deep pass inside to Jacksonville territory, but incomplete. It looked like he had somebody shallow that wasn't open. Shallow wasn't open right there. Yeah, shallow wasn't open right there. You got a high-low on Olave, so he's basically double covered, and you're trying to fit a perfect throw as far as a corner in. I love going to my playmaker as far as my receiver, but I've got to have some answers for him, maybe on the other side right there. They did a good job of covering underneath, and then, like I said, they doubled basically Chris Olave in that situation, and the Saints aren't able to convert on their second possession. Burnip is in, the right-footed kicker. Did not have a great week with the Chargers. This one bounces. Flag comes down. It'll bounce all the way inside the 20 to the 19, but we'll check out the flag.
Yeah, he's got his hat off, and then I think that's going to be probably holding against Jacksonville as well.
Burnip had 3 punts, 33.7 average as net. was 33.7.
Maybe against the Saints.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, kicking team number 11. Went out of bounds. He flattened out, didn't come back in immediately. It's a 15-yard penalty added on to the end of the run. It's first down. Timeout.
And I'd love to explain that one, but we won't. 58 seconds to play. The penalty on the Saints. We'll take a break. 7-0 Jacksonville here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Do you remember what it's like to sing your lungs out? Dance until you're dizzy, dance until dawn, and never miss a beat. That's joy the Louisiana way, and part of every day.
With Louisiana Blue, you're free to live, to dance, to soar, because you've got the compassion of the cross, the security of the shield, and the comfort of blue behind you. Your Louisiana Blue Card opens doors to top doctors to care for you, so you can stay healthy, happy.
Life is a celebration, a dance. So step up, step out.
For 90 years, we've kept you covered, Louisiana, so you can keep moving and keep living your life. Live, Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue, Louisiana True.
Ball is snapped. The quarterback fakes a throw left, hands off right.
Power outages in New Orleans have become as common as wearing black and gold on Sundays. But with Craig's Electrical and Generator Service, you never have to miss a minute of the game due to a power outage. Craig has generators starting at just $149 a month with a 10-year warranty. When the power goes, Craig's comes on, so you never miss a minute of your game.
More Monday Live Football after these words from our sponsor.
Craig's Electrical and Generator Service. Visit Craig'sElectrical.com.
Conecuh Sausage has been around for over 75 years, making their great-tasting hickory smoked sausage. And now, a new proud partner of the New Orleans Saints. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and a fan favorite for tailgate. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasoning, and smoked over a pure hickory fire. For that true Southern flavor. Enjoy Conecuh hickory smoked sausage in the Superdome or at home while watching the Saints, and make Conecuh a part of your game day tradition. Conecuh Sausage, a real winner since 1947. Visit ConecuhSausage.com for store locator and recipes.
Stream Saints games live on your desktop or laptop at WWL.com.
So to be able to explain the penalty there, Mike, one of the things that I want to be able to do is you have to make an effort. You can go out of bounds, which is no problem. Even if they push you out of bounds, you have to be able to come back in bounds. Normally, the official will give you 5, maybe even at times 10 yards. But if you stay out, that's a 15-yard penalty. And so that's kind of where it was Velus.
Yeah, it wasn't Cedric.
Yeah, it wasn't Cedric. It was Velus. And that's where he got in trouble.
So Nick Mullins is the new quarterback, hands it off to Bashal Tootin, the 4th-round pick out of Virginia Tech. And he has a nice gain up across the 40 to the 41. So about 3 yards shy of a first down as he picked up 7. And as Stu said, Nick Mullins, all-time leading passer at Southern Mississippi at the Hattiesburg. He played a bunch last week. All 4 quarterbacks played for Jacksonville, but Mullins probably played the most. Under center on a 2nd and 3. Handoff. Tootin again breaks one tackle, but Amadi won't let him go. Keeps hold of his ankles, but that's going to be a first down as Tootin picked up 3.5. First down.
Yeah, Ugo Amadi is the guy that's come in and played the nickel for the Saints, and I think there is an injured Jacksonville Jaguar player. Ugo sees it, reads it, but he can't get low enough.
Timeout for injury.
And right there, the Tootin is able to, keep his legs driving and pick up that first down. The Saints defensive line, they've rotated and they've played a lot of guys linebacker-wise. You've pretty much got the same guys in there. You got to have some guys to start winning some one-on-one plays because you're not doing it enough, and it's kind of probably the detriment of this team. It's a New Orleans Saints tradition. Turn on the sound on your TV, pause your DVR, and sync up Saints Radio next Saturday at noon when the Saints take on the Denver Broncos in the Caesars Superdome. Turn up the Saints Radio Network.
This is the end of the first quarter. Timeout.
There it is, the end of the first quarter. By the way, it's Joshua Cephas that is down. He is now sitting up. We'll get a check on him when we take a break. The first quarter's in the book, 7-0 Jacksonville. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
My personal favorite stories are when a young man comes in and you can see they're a little intimidated. This just happened last week. I saw the young man. I said, "Hey, what can I do to give you a hand?" And he said, "Well, I'm here for an engagement ring, but I don't think I'm in the right place." So I got him to my desk, and within an hour, he had purchased an engagement ring, had spent $1,000, and he was treated like he spent a lot more, and I'm sure we have a customer for life. My name is Ken Friend of Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business.
CCI Productions is an XL printing, design, fabrication and installation, and finishing company known for their accuracy and precision in branding spaces and events. Let their team of graphic solutions specialists provide you with professional consultation, creative conceptualization, high-quality production, and expert execution. Learn more today at cciproductions.io. CCI, official partner of the New Orleans Saints.
Entergy Louisiana is strengthening our power grid from Lake Charles to Baton Rouge, Metairie to Monroe. Our blueprint covers the state. Nearly 10,000 projects, over 11,000 miles of transmission line. We're reinforcing infrastructure to prepare for stronger storms, reduce outages, and respond quicker when you do need us. We're making stronger connections in every community because together, we power life.
Looking for a new job or career in the transportation business? Do you or your spouse have truck driving experience? John Fayard Moving and Warehousing, the official moving partner of the New Orleans Saints, is looking for experienced team and solo Class A CDL drivers to join their family-oriented team. Benefits with John Fayard include competitive pay structure, major medical, dental, and vision insurance, recruitment and retention bonus, paid vacation, paid holidays, and more. Don't settle for the rest. Drive for the best. Visit johnfayardwarehouse.com.
Home of the Saints and LSU, the Gulf South powerhouse, WWL.
Jimmy Buffett singing here in the second quarter as the Saints trail 7-0. Not a pretty first quarter. Jacksonville 3 of 10 on third down last week. They are 3 of 3 today. They lead 7-0. The Saints had 7 penalties last week, 2 in that first quarter. Only 8 plays for the Saints in the first quarter, 4 minutes and 27 seconds, 19 plays for Jacksonville, who has the ball moving now towards Poydras Street, right to left. And they are at their own 45. Nick Mullins is in, and Tootin gets the handoff. Number 33 wrapped up by the other rookie, number 33, Jonas Sanker, who got him from behind down the line for a short gain of 2.
And I know we talked about Nick Mullins coming in, even some of the guys as far as on the second team offensive line-wise in now for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That's Virginia wrapping up Virginia Tech. That's a good one. You like that? You like that. 2nd and 8. Nick Mullins under center. Had 3 receivers, now brings 1 to the bottom of the formation. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Snap, play action. Mullins, pressure screen pass to Tootin. Has some blockers, but the Saints defense fights their way through it to make the tackle. Let's see who did it. Nephi Sewell was one of them. And Danny Stuntsman picked up 6, but it could have been more.
Yeah, we just got to do a better job, particularly a defensive lineman, reading this screen. You've got to be able to have the feel for the offensive lineman. All of a sudden, they're not going to just allow you to go free like they did. And I think Christian Boyd was one of those guys. Danny Stutzman had the attempt as far as the first tackle. Boyd did a good, nice job of making the tackle after he didn't feel the offensive lineman kind of letting him free at first. And now you've got false start by the offensive lineman. Saints will bring in pressure off the left side of that defense.
False start, offense, number 60, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Was that another guard or the tackle, Monheim?
I think it was a guard. Yeah. They may have called it on the tackle, but I think the guard.
No, I think it was a guard. The tackle is Fred Johnson, number 74, who is their backup tackle, who played with Philly last year in the Super Bowl team and Kellen Moore's offense. And now he's with Jacksonville, but after the 5-yard penalty, they're first. 3rd down and 7. Mullins back to throw, middle. Kind of a clouded pocket, but gets it away. Incomplete. Danny Stutzman was there, but that probably should have been hauled in by Dorian Singer, the rookie out of Utah.
a little bit behind on, and the Saints do a good job of showing pressure, but they actually end up dropping. The pocket collapses around Mullen a little bit. Ball probably a little bit behind, and Stutzman does get his hand.
Yep.
He does get his hand in there, and now so the Saints do force a punt. Better job of getting off the field. That guy's running off late. Isaiah Foskey, one of those guys running off late.
Logan Cook, who was a 7th-round pick in 2018, and their kicker was a 6th-round pick last year, so different route, low line drive. Jaden Price, stay away from it. This on the far side of the field. We'll see where they mark it as he's walking now to the 15, 16, 17, and to the 21. That's where the Saints will have it back after this. 7-0 Jacksonville on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
When the storm comes, it shakes more than just your walls. It shakes your world. But in New Orleans, we're built different.
We don't fold. We rebuild.
At American Safety, we show up fast and we get to work. And we treat your home like our own.
Because recovery isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about restoring what matters. American Safety, stronger than the storm and right here with you.
You'd never step in front of a linebacker at full speed, so why risk it with a train? When you approach a rail crossing, respect the signs and signals. The average train needs over a mile to stop. That's 18 football fields. C-Tracks Think Train Week is September 15th to 21st. Visit cn.ca/rail safety to learn how to be rail smart and stay safe near trains and tracks.
Saints fans, let's take a 30-second time out for a quick mental getaway to Pensacola. Picture sugar white sands, crystal clear waters. Remember, your perfect getaway is just a short drive away. So head east for the ultimate time out from the hustle and bustle. Fresh seafood, stunning sunsets, and relaxing beaches, all waiting for you in Pensacola. Sundays with the Saints and any day with your toes in the sand, that's the way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
Jan from Toyota here with live coverage of end of summer fun at Toyota's national sales event with my special guest, Eli Manning.
Thanks, Jan. Let's get into it.
Down by the lake for some fishing, we've got Eric in his Tundra. He throws his line, and he's going long.
Heck of a team effort there. That Tundra got him exactly where he needed to be.
Sure was, Eli. Until next time, go Toyota.
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 2nd. Toyota, let's go places.
Wake up and feel good with Tommy Tucker, weekday morning 6 to 10 on WWL.
So the Saints have the football at their own 22. They actually made that a 31-yard punt. The starters remain in. They have not had a first down. 0 for 2 on third down. Tyler Shuck remains in against same starting offensive line. Saints moving left to right towards the Smoothie King Center here in the second quarter. 7-0 Jacksonville, 13:08 to play, looking for something positive. Kendre Miller, deep. He gets the football, middle of the field. Now a hole, he's got a big hole, crosses the 30. Now a flag comes down, might be Trayton Welch, not sure it's going to be on the Saints.
Yeah, it should be holding.
Holding, offense, number 68. 10-yard penalty, first down.
That is Torricelli Simpkins III. And that negates a really nice run by Kendre, who took it up the middle, bounced it outside.
It was just the last pull. And he's just got to be able to get Torricelli just has to be able to get his body in position, a little bit better position. And, he is the only guy of that offensive line that isn't a regular there. That would have normally been Eric McCoy. And it's just body positioning at that standpoint.
Saints behind the sticks again. 1st and 20. Shuck to throw. Throws deep down the near sideline. Did he go up and get it?
And I don't know how.
Trayton Welch. They're saying yes. Completion up to the 40-yard line. Into coverage. They have come down on the football 28 yards.
And, Mike, I do not know how. Trayton Welch, he uses the defender here. This is covered. I mean, this is over route, and the defender doesn't know where the football is. And, I mean, you talk about a perfectly thrown football. That is a perfectly thrown football, and that is trusting my receiver as well.
Chad Muma was the man on the coverage, and it's a first down for the Saints. Their biggest play, 28 yards, up to the 40. Handoff Miller. He's in trouble, but he gets out of it, spins, and he does cross the 40 for a very hard-fought 1-yard line before Tyler Lacey brought him down.
This is split zone, and we don't block it well. You've got pressure up front as far as penetration, and Ken Drake just does a nice job. Like you said, he doesn't lose yards. That's the most important part of this play. You know, the Saints have been behind the chains too many times, and this time you don't lose yards, but you've got to do a better job up front of not having so much penetration.
Had a 1st and 20, then got the first down. Now it is 2nd and 9, trailing 7-0. Shaheed in motion to the far side. Shuck will throw it. Does throw it to Shaheed. Can he make a guy miss? Steps out of bounds on the far side in front of the Jacksonville bench to the 46. It'll be about 4 yards shy of the first down. 3rd and 4 coming. Christian Braswell stopped it.
Mike, going back at that Rouse's Gumbotron, here I would love for Cam Akers. Cam Akers, instead of allowing that pressure on the edge, I don't have to be in such a hurry. I want to square that up so I can help Caesar a little bit. Caesar has him. He's on the edge. He's not square. Cam doesn't knock him off, but Cam doesn't help him either. And so just to be able to give that quarterback just another second to be able to release that ball, maybe downfield a little bit more.
Saints looking for their first down on 3rd down. They're 0 for 2. Shuck throws it complete to Rashid Shaheed, crossing the field to the near side, and that is their first 3rd down conversion as Shaheed takes it into Jacksonville territory.
Yeah, you see that crosser right there, and it looks like they're going to go hurry up and get on the line of scrimmage, get on the football. You know, they've subbed a few guys over. That's a nice job by Rashid catching that ball. It looked like he kind of bobbled it a little bit, but he was able to bring it in.
Got 6 yards, first down, screen pass to Olave. Olave takes it to the 46-yard line. Short gain there, a little wide receiver screen as he picked up 2. Darnell Savage and Chad Muma on the tackle.
Kind of a hurry up. Hey, let's get the ball into the playmaker's hand. We didn't get to see him last week. You finally get to see him, and not a down the field throw to Chris Olave, but it's a way just to get him involved in the game.
2nd and 7, clock moving, 9:38. Saints moving towards the Smoothie King Center, looking to tie this thing up. Chuck's in the shotgun. Quick pass. Olave, middle of the field, breaks a tackle, spins out of another one, and picks up the first down as he takes it to the 36-yard line. Down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints Sideline Report.
Yeah, a couple notes on the wide receivers. First, that's the first time Chris Olave has been tackled in live action since he was carted off the field in Week 9. So that's a big moment for him. Second, Rashid Shaheed, who talked to him a lot, he says he's developing as an all-around wide receiver, getting the ball closer to the line of scrimmage. You've seen him catch a couple of really nice passes here right now.
Pistol formation for Shuck, who hands it to Miller, breaks one tackle, left side, breaks another tackle, finally brought down at the 32-yard line, picked up 4, and Kendrake's picking up yardage, and it is not easy yardage.
Yeah, right here they're going to go fast on the ball again, and at some point I'm going to use Rashid's speed down the field as well. They've done a nice job of being able to get him some underneath throws, but now can I take advantage of it? I've run the football pretty good. I'm in the fringe, red zone, high red area. Let's see if I can use some of that speed, or even with this look, middle of the field may be open, but you see him kind of checking and changing the play.
Single safety high, 3 receivers to the bottom.
Saints are illegal. There's a timeout. Saints are illegal. The tight end has to be on the left side. He's got to be on the ball, and you can see the coach, Jacksonville, they were about to say it, but the Saints were illegal formation. So whatever they were going to run, it was going to be a flag on the penalty, and that's why Moore, he comes down and he kind of tells them, hey, let me get a timeout.
Today's game brought to you by Caesars Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the New Orleans Saints. Caesars Sportsbook, and that was Trayton Welch, right? So when he comes to the left side, he's got to be on the line. He can't be off.
He can't be off the ball. So even if they reset him, the receiver has to come on the other side. They had trips and maybe somebody off the ball right here. Let's see if they come back to that same formation.
I kind of like the formation.
Well, now, but you see the receivers on the other side of the football now.
Right. So you have 2 to the bottom, Cedric Wilson in motion. Handoff, boom, hit hard. Kendre Miller got his helmet knocked off by Devin Lloyd, fourth-year man out of Utah. And he'll come out of the game, took a hard hit. He's fine. He just got his helmet knocked off.
Didn't have
he is.
Yeah, he should be fine. But here's the thing on that one. On the last play, he got away with cutting back without the blocker. This time he doesn't get away with it. The play that he ran earlier, the Saints did not block the backside, and Kendre did it all on his own. You can't do it all the time because that's kind of what happens. There's an unblocked guy on that side, and that time he just ended up catching Kendre.
3rd down and 7 for the Saints. Got to get to the 26. Chuck back to throw. Throws to the near side. Whoa! Chris Olave dropped a easy first down to the 20-yard line on the near side.
Just didn't look it in. He was going to make a play. He was going to try to, shake the guy, but that's a good throw. The guy to love on this play is Cam Akers. Cam Akers picked up the blitz, and you were able to throw it down the field, and that's one where, Olave is going to be upset with himself because it's a good throw, and you just didn't look it in before you – it's kind of running before you catch it.
Yep. Instead of a first down, it'll be Blake Grupe for a 51-yarder. Last week, a 31-yarder in the second quarter. The kick is away. And for Blake Grupe, who continues his fantastic training camp, nails it through. So the Saints get it done positively, finally. Get on the board. We have 7:25 to play in the second quarter. Jacksonville leads it 7-3 here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
He's at the 40, the 30. He cuts back. He's at the 20, the 15.
Touchdown. Man, this sounds like our waste business. This is Brother Fromire with River Parish Disposal. We got every roll-off size from 30 to 15 yarders. If you need a roll-off for your job site, we got you covered like red beans on rice. We're always hungry for more.
River Parish Disposal, the largest family-owned commercial waste disposal company for the greater New Orleans area. Call 738-7700 or visit bizstinks.com.
Our business stinks, but it's picking up.
Hey, Southeast Louisiana, got clothes, furniture, or household items you no longer need? Don't toss them. Donate them to Goodwill. When you donate to Goodwill, you're not just clearing out your closet, you're creating opportunities. Your donations help fund job training, education, and community programs that make a real difference right here at home.
It feels great to know my stuff is helping someone else.
So let's make a change together. Drop off your donations at any Goodwill location and be part of something bigger. Donate today and turn your stuff into success. Visit goodwillno.org for more information.
The New Orleans Saints countdown to kickoff is delivered by Little Caesars. Combine tasty Little Caesars pizza with NFL football, and what do you get? Game day! Little Caesars, the official pizza partner of the New Orleans Saints, invites you to order your favorite Little Caesars pizza or try something new. On game day, Little Caesars is always convenient. From carryout to delivery to pizza portal pickup. Just call or text a few good friends and celebrate with delicious Little Caesars pizza and the New Orleans Saints Game of the Week.
Pizza, pizza.
Hey folks, Bobby Aber and KJ Cannon here. We all know there's something special about growing up in Louisiana. Our culture, our history, and how we care for each other cannot be matched anywhere in the world. The same goes for Louisiana Dental Center. Local dentists helping local people just like you and me. And of course, for years, proud dental office of our beloved New Orleans Saints. Louisiana Dental Center, your dental home team. How about them Saints?
The first quarterback to take the Saints to the playoffs, Bobby Hebert. Weekdays at 4 on WWL.
On the drive, 10 plays, 45 yards, 5:43 off the clock, 51-yarder to make it 7-3. And just we talked about this last week, Chargers. The Saints had an 8-play drive, punt, 6-play drive, turnover on downs, 9-play drive, punt, 10-play drive, field goal. You get down there, you got to put points on the board.
Definitely got to put points on the board. And for the Saints, you can't have some of the mistakes and the penalties and things that they've had so far. Those things you've got to be able to get cleaned up. You're able to overcome them, but drops, the mistakes, holding penalties can't happen.
Kickoff is at the 5-yard line. Parker Washington brings it back to the near side, turns the corner, crosses the 30, steps out of bounds in front of the Saints bench. So pretty good return as they'll start around the 34-yard line. 29-yard return. Let's pause 10 seconds to let stations identify themselves here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Home of the Saints, LSU, and Pelicans. 870 AM WWL New Orleans, 105.3 WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans, and Odyssey Station.
So Jacksonville has it at their own 34 after the 29-yard return. A line drive by Groupie. Nick Mullins remains in the game. This handoff, big hole up the middle. That's the other draft pick for them. Jordan Howden is on the stop, and that is Jaquindon Jackson. Is that LaQuint Allen? It was LaQuint Allen, rookie out of Syracuse, 7th-round pick, and he picked up 14.
Yeah, Isaiah Foskey as well as Vernon Broughton, they have to be able to come off of those blocks right there, and I think that was Stallbird. He's the other linebacker. If he can't make that play, then you end up, Houghton having to be the guy that saves it right there at the end.
And it was Charlie Smith, by the way, on the kickoff, not Blake. Jets sweep to the outside to Cephas, who got hurt earlier and just no room to run, as Ugo Amadi, among others, run him out of bounds.
Ugo is taking on the block, and he is just trying to string that out to see if any support is going to come from the safety or any of the defensive linemen able to run it down. Does a good job of not only fighting off of the block, but being able to be the guy that makes the tackle there. And so nice job by Ugo Amadi. And from the safety position, Sanker does end up finally getting there, but that's only after a 1-yard, 2-yard gain at best.
A 1 yard, you're right. 6 minutes to play in the second quarter, 7-3 Jacksonville. Mullins to throw, does throw. Far side, complete. Brought down quickly by the Saints, Jonas Sanker. But that's their wide receiver, Trenton Irwin, 6-year man out of Stanford, who makes the catch for 16 yards and a first down.
Yeah, right there, the Saints bring pressure off of the edge. And so you talk about Sanker being the deep guy, being able to have to make up some yardage, playing deep on that side of the field, and just too much of a cushion there for the receiver.
Down to the Saints 35-yard line. Under center is Nick Mullins. Play action. Middle of the pocket, plenty of time. Throwing down the sideline, up in the air. And that one is brought down by their tight end. Jonas Sanker was there, but Hunter Long went up on the far sideline and brought it down.
Seen some strikes from these quarterbacks to the tight ends, and they are making some plays, and that ball is down the field. Nice job of play action. Saints don't get any pressure, and I don't know if Sanker saw it. He just wasn't able to catch it. That ball is perfectly thrown, and you've got Rico Payton in position to be able to, if it is tipped or overthrown, maybe come up with the interception, but that ball is a dart.
Hunter Long with 26, Trayton Welch with 28. Handoff. Rachel Tootin takes it down to the 6-yard line between the numbers and the hash marks on the right side. He picked up 3. Amadi Ugo was on the tackle.
Yeah, split zone right there. You do a nice job. Ugo and I think the other guy, linebacker, Stutzman, was able to make the play, but just you got to get some double teams or some guys, defensive linemen, they've got to get some wins up front.
2nd and goal at the 6, moving towards Poitras and the field level sweeps. Mullins under center. Handoff. Hazel Tootin, and he's getting pushed. He got pushed down to the 3 last weekend. He got a ball inside the 5, and from the 4-yard line, his offensive line pushed him into the end zone for his first touchdown.
And I think that time it was Vernon Broughton that was able to make that play. He was able to come off that double team, and, sometimes you got to sink. You're going to have to be able to sink. I'm going to be getting 2 guys push me at one, and one of those guys coming in, one of the bigger guys, number 62, I think that's Jaden Peavy. He takes out Ugo Amadi, and so see if we can get some push here.
3rd and goal. Peavy just signed. Under center is Mullins. Handoff goes to Tootin, and this time Tootin does not need anybody pushing as the Virginia Tech Hokie takes it in for the touchdown over the left side, left guard, and a 3-yard score.
Yeah, they just go back to split zone. I mean, they go back to split zone, and you had a couple guys that had a shot to be able to tackle him on the backside, and you can't do it. Isaiah Foskey's got to be that defensive end. He forces it inside, but he's too high. You can't tell who the linebacker is that tried to scrape over and make that play right there, but it's not good enough.
So Cam Little, the 6th-round pick last year from Arkansas, with the extra point, and that is good. Cam Little with a 70-yarder last week. I'm sure we'll talk about at some point, but that's a touchdown for Jacksonville. 3:21 in the second quarter, 14-3. Jaguars on top here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Join the gridiron action in New Orleans with Caesars Sportsbook. Download the app to bet the Saints game for all the game day excitement across the league. Plus, every bet earns with Caesars Rewards, so you can score big at more than 50 destinations. Must be 21, not available in prohibited parishes. Licensed through Horseshoe, Bossier City, and Caesars New Orleans. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Caesars Sportsbook is a proud sports betting partner of the New Orleans Saints.
When it comes to excellence, Mercedes-Benz SUVs deliver. With 4MATIC's impressive all-wheel precision, awe-inspiring MBUX technology, and state-of-the-art acoustics that immerse you in every moment. From intelligence to power, from safety to precision, performance means more in a Mercedes-Benz. Discover the Mercedes-Benz SUV that's right for you at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer, or visit MBUSA.com to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of the New Orleans Saints.
Attention basketball fans, the NBA Cup is back for year 3, and tickets for Pelicans Cup nights presented by Morris Bart are on sale now. Join us at the Blender for these special tournament matchups. Come on down November 14th as we host LeBron, Luka, and the Lakers. Then join us on November 26th for an exciting battle against Ja Morant and the Grizzlies. Check out the full schedule and get single game tickets or a 12-game plan that includes all NBA Cup matchups by visiting pelicans.com/NBA Cup.
Termites? Termites? You talking about termites? Hi, I'm Jim Mora. Call Terminix to rid your home or business of roaches, rats, mice, spiders, and termites.
Call locally owned Terminix today for a free inspection.
Termites? Termites? You talking about termites? Hi, I'm Jim Mora. Call Terminix to rid your home or business of roaches, rats, mice, spiders, and termites.
Termite season is here. Defend your property. Call Terminix.
Home of LSU football, basketball, and baseball. WWL.
Down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints Sideline Report.
Yeah, guys, in the preseason opener, it was the final drive of the first half that Tyler Shuck took over for Spencer Rattler. We have Rattler over here warming up, but it does look like you're going to get at least one more Tyler Shuck drive. Chris Olave is over here with the towels. I think you might see some starters start to come out here, but you're going to get the rookie for at least one more series.
Jaguar, thank you, Jeff. Jaguar quarterbacks 11 of 14, 124 yards, 8.9 yards each time. The kickoff comes down to Jaden Price, middle of the field, crosses the 35 to the 36. We'll see how the new dynamic rule shakes itself out. That was not in the end zone. I'm just saying it's where you end up starting when it's all said and done.
And you do have some of Landon Young in at one of the right tackle positions. Some of the other offensive linemen, and Tyler Shuck is still in the game right now, though.
3:16 to play here in the second quarter. 14-3 Jacksonville. Shuck out of the shotgun. Fires to the far side. Caught by Trayton Welch, but he's wrapped up by his feet, and that's just a bad place to be because you're just standing there waiting for some guy to knock you to the ground, which they did, 2 yards. Braswell, Christian Braswell, second year out of Rutgers. 2nd and 8. Kevin Austin, Welch, Cedric Wilson to the near side. Shuck out of the shotgun. Looks to his right, throws to Cam Akers. Needs to make one miss. Lowers his shoulder, knocked out of bounds near the 40-yard line. They will call it the 39-yard line. Need to get to the 46 for a first down. So big third down coming.
And the Saints don't have to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do try to get one off. And how the quarterback just turned around, I do not think that's going to be the case. They are going to talk about it. And so talk about it over third down, see if they can kind of get on the same page, make sure they can convert, and then you'll go into your 2-minute offense with 3 timeouts left.
That's where Shuck came in last week against the Chargers. And so that is the 2-minute warning, 14-3. Jacksonville on top. Saints have it with a 3rd and 7. Back when we return here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Sing, play, live. Squeeze every ounce of life out of every day. Memorize every sunset, every face you love, and climb every obstacle until you can't go higher.
With Louisiana Blue, you're free to live your life, to grow wings. That's because you've got the compassion of the cross, the security of the shield, and the comfort of blue behind you. Your Louisiana Blue Card opens doors to top doctors to care for you so you can stay healthy, happy.
Make every moment yours, every day memorable. Live your life wide open.
For 90 years, we've kept you covered, Louisiana, so you can keep moving, keep living your life. Live, Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue, Louisiana True.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Looking for a new job or career in the transportation business? Do you or your spouse have truck driving experience? John Fayard Moving and Warehousing, the official moving partner of the New Orleans Saints, is looking for experienced team and solo Class A CDL drivers to join their family-oriented team. Benefits with John Fayard include competitive pay structure, major medical, dental, and vision insurance, recruitment and retention bonus, paid vacation, paid holidays, and more. Don't settle for the rest. Drive for the best. Visit johnfayardwarehouse.com.
The Scoot Show, where politics and pop culture meet your opinions. Weekdays 1 to 4 on WWL.
It's a New Orleans Saints tradition. Turn down the sound of your TV, pause your DVR, and sync up Saints Radio next Saturday at noon when the Saints take on the Denver Broncos in the Caesars Superdome. Turn up the Saints Radio Network.
Thank you, Deuce. For whatever reason, I thought the game was Sunday, so I appreciate that. I will be here Saturday.
Yeah, if you come Sunday, we're going to have some problems.
I don't. That's all right. I'm always here Saturday. Anyway, yeah, that did help. Saints 1 of 4 on third down. 2 minutes to play. First half, and it's 3rd down and 7, moving towards the Smoothie King Center. Shuck stays in as Cam Akers in front of him. Now brings Cedric Wilson to the near side. Takes the snap. Here comes some pressure. He's in trouble. He goes down. That pocket just collapsed.
On 3rd down as well, and Saints got a lineman getting up slow, got rolled up on, and that was Caesar Ruiz that got rolled up on. But the pocket collapsed kind of around Tyler Shuck. Did a good job originally. Cam just gives up too much. Cam Akers just gives up too much ground here as he picks up his guy, and the quarterback never had an opportunity to move or settle to go anywhere in the pocket.
DeJuan Smoot was one of them, and so this will be Kai Kroger with his heels at the 11 to our left with the punt. Austin Trammell comes up for it. He'll make the return, but he won't make the return long. Isaiah Stallberg gets there when the ball gets there. You know, last week it wasn't about quantity, it was about quality. You could hear his hits. But that one, perfectly played. 45-yard punt and Zippo on the return.
As a young man that is battling for a position, saw it earlier, I think, on the punt. He wasn't able to make that tackle that time. He was not going to miss that tackle, and so he was all over the field from a defensive standpoint in the last game against the Chargers and had a pretty good showing against the Rams, but he is a young man that is trying to make a football team.
So Jaguars have it at the 20. Nick Mullins remains in. I got to tell you, a game in 2016, this will take a while. We'll have to do a few plays. He had 591 yards in a game against Rice. Back to throw. Complete to Alan Trammell, knocked out of bounds in front of the Saints bench. And you go, wow, 591. He must have completed everything. He was 25 of 36, 69%. But in order, 75-yard touchdown, 81-yard touchdown, 93-yard touchdown. That helps.
That'll help the average a little bit.
By the way, to Alonze Staggers, who had 6 receptions for 292 yards. Nick Mullins, your all-time leading passer, back to throw again. Steps up in the pocket. Saints are there. Bring him down.
There's a timeout by Jacksonville.
And that's going to be about a yard, right? So that's not going to be a sack.
Right, but I love the defensive linemen. They did not get up the field so far where they could not retrace. And so a nice job that time. We've seen it. That was Williams and Broughton.
Yep.
Kind of the two guys that were not going to get so far up the field where the quarterback had free reign once that pocket starts to collapse. And so, hey, it may not be a sack, but you stopped a big run and a big play for him to happen.
Exactly, because they did not need much. Down with Jeff Nowak with the River Parish Exposure. St. Sideline report.
Yeah, guys, as you saw, when Struck got sacked in the last play, Ruiz went down awkwardly. He came up slow. He went to the bench and got talked to by trainers, just went into the blue injury tent.
Thank you. 3rd and 2, under a minute to play. Mullins pass, near side, complete, leaping over the tackle is LaQuint Allen Jr. for the first down. Jordan Howden missed the tackle as he got leapt over.
Right there, I got to keep my head up. I can't just go for the guy's leg, and that's Jordan Howden. One thing that Fidel Diggs will learn, that back, if he is coming at you, get your hands on him. Don't try to avoid him. He's got free release for a reason, and that was because the quarterback was looking for him to be the primary guy. You want to throw that timing off, and that was something that he will learn.
Pass to the near side. Again, it is Allen who makes the catch, and you would think Fidel Diggs would know. LaQuint Allen, 7th-round pick out of Syracuse. Fidel Diggs, 7th-round pick out of Syracuse. He knows what he's getting.
Yeah, you kind of know what you're getting a little bit, but there, things are happening so fast. You're worried about, hey, this is my job. I got to get after the quarterback, Well, the back isn't letting go. He's not free releasing for any reason, and so, you just want to get your hands on him. And I did see Caesar come out of the tent there, and he just got rolled up on. He should be fine.
That was a loss of 1, so 2nd and 11. Mullins throws complete to Cephas, who had to completely spin around to make the catch, but did before Rico Payton knocked him out. He's short of the first down by 2 yards. It's at their own 48.
Yeah, I don't know how the clock is not running here. Even though he went out of bounds, he wasn't going forward. The ball was kind of thrown behind him a little bit. It caught up on him probably before he was ready for it. It was still a nice job catching it, but
if anything, he went backwards.
Yeah, he did go backwards, but the official kind of gave him the forward progress and said he was going forward to stop the clock.
3rd and 2. The Jags are 5 of 8 on 3rd down. Saints showing pressure. Bring it. Amadi. But the pass is caught across the middle. DeMarco Jackson is there, but that's going to be a first down as the tight end, Hunter Long.
Timeout. Jacksonville.
5th-year man out of Boston College makes the catch.
Timeout.
We talked about Ugo. They were able to pick up Ugo on the pressure there, and you have the outlet to the tight end. And the Saints defenders just kind of slipped trying to close on that play, and linebacker not able to come up and make that play. Nephi Sewell.
Jacksonville went with 2 running backs in this most recent draft, and LaQuint Allen Jr. had 26 touchdowns at Syracuse, more than Jim Brown, Ernie Davis, and Larry Zonka. Pretty impressive company. 37 seconds. Jacksonville has it. 1st and 10. Complete to the near side to Trenton Irwin. Amadi on the tackle as they go quick to the line. This at the Saint 42 now after the 5-yard gain. Snap. Pass across the middle again. A little more room to run. Saints run into each other. Allen makes the catch, and he makes the first down as DeMarco Jackson and Nephi Sewell collided.
Yeah, they're going to just use a timeout here and kick the long field goal. That's a nice job of just being able to work it down the field. The Saints don't get the pressure, don't get the sack. Let them able to kind of check it down underneath. And you don't give up the explosive play, but you don't get the negative play that you kind of wanted and needed. And after kicking a 70-yarder,
I was going to say,
yeah, you feel like that this is kind of easy now.
Well, he kicked at the end of the game. He kicked a 52-yarder. He went 41-40, and at the end of the half last week in Pittsburgh, and it was planned because they kind of took a 2-yard little route with 5 seconds left, went straight to the ground, called the timeout, and brought in Cam Little, who today is 22. Today's his birthday, and 53 yards here. 59 was his longest, and he kicked a 70-yarder last week as the Saints now take a.
You're going to ice them. You got to get that down. I mean, hey,
Timeout.
I want to practice it.
Second.
I would at least let him line up.
Just don't let him kick it. I don't like that free shot, right? You know what I mean? So last year, Cam Little was 27 to 29, so 93% from field goal range and 100%, 27 to 27 from extra point. And let me tell you, if you haven't seen it, so he's kicking from his 40, the Saint 43. He kicked last week from his own 40. You talk about something that looks weird, kick it from a field goal from your own 40. This from the left hash mark. 4 seconds to play. Snap, hold is down, and the kick by Cam Little is away, and the kick by Cam Little is good as he is now 6 for 6 in the preseason as they will head to the locker rooms. Saints will get the football to start the third quarter. We expect Spencer Rattler, 17-3. Jacksonville leads this one. We're at halftime. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Hey folks, Bobby Hebert here. The Rouse's family opened their first grocery store in 1960. That was the same year I was born. We both grew up on the bayou. And from the beginning, the Rouse's family focused on local, buying produce and seafood from their neighbors. And they still do that today, from one store to serving over 1 million customers a week. I'm proud to see how far they've come. Rouse's, the official supermarket of the Saints, celebrating 65 years, and they're just getting started.
Like to travel? People's Health members enjoy peace of mind knowing their health is covered. If you're away from home and need routine medical care, use the United Health Passport benefit from People's Health. You'll pay your usual copay for in-network care. No referrals necessary. And remember, you're always covered for emergency and urgent care worldwide. To learn more, call 1-855-821-2666. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
For fans of saving money. For fans of big rewards. For fans of getting more for your money. There's Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints. Saints fans, open your free high-earning checking and see what it's like to get better rates, better returns, and better service. Join a winning team. Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints. Membership and credit eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
That feeling when you walk in with your hands full of McDonald's and the heads start turning. Something bold, something savory, something sweet. You don't have to say a word because the bag says it all. Get your favorites for under $3, like golden small fries or a savory sausage biscuit. And yes, the legendary ranch snack wrap is back at a legendary price. Just $2.99. McD comes through with more than you expect. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Drew Brees here. The B1 Bank first half breakdown coming to you after this.
Home of the Saints and NFL, the sports giant, WWL. Time now for the Rouse's Markets Halftime Show. Rouse's, official supermarket of the Saints, celebrating 65 years, and we're just getting started on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network. Here's Steve Geller.
Welcome into the Rouse's Market Halftime Show. The Saints trail the Jacksonville Jaguars 17-3 at the half here in the Caesars Superdome. Looking at some of the first half stats from the team side of things. First downs for Jacksonville, 15 compared to the Saints, who had 4 third downs. Jacksonville was 6 of 7. The Saints just went 1 of 5 on their third down conversions. Total net yards, Jacksonville has 232, New Orleans 70. Time of possession, Jags leading there as well, having 17 minutes, 39 seconds compared to the Saints with 12 minutes and 21 seconds. Some of the individual stat numbers, Tyler Shuck taking all the snaps in the first half under center for the Saints, was 9 of 12 passing, 66 yards. Trayton Welch, the leading receiver for the team, 2 receptions, 30 yards. Looking at the rushing numbers for the Saints, it was just Kendra Miller, 6 attempts, 21 yards, averaging 3.5 a carry. Saints trailing the Jaguars here 17-3 in the Caesars Superdome. Preseason game number 2. Look at the Cajun Cannon's thoughts right after this, so stay tuned on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Ball is snapped. The quarterback fakes a throw left, hands off right.
Power outages in New Orleans have become as common as wearing black and gold on Sundays. But with Craig's Electrical and Generator Service, you never have to miss a minute of the game due to a power outage. Craig has generators starting at just $149 a month with a 10-year warranty. When the power goes, Craig's comes on, so you never miss a minute of your game.
More Monday Night Football after these words from our sponsor.
Craig's Electrical and Generator Service. Visit CraigsElectrical.com.
Saints fans, Cam Jordan here. Get ready for game day at the Saints VIP tailgate brought to you by BullseyeEventGroup.com. The VIP tailgate is 3 hours prior to kickoff before every Saints home game next to the Superdome at Benson Tower. Bullseye Events Group's Saints VIP tailgate is open to all ages, features a premium buffet by Food Network chef Aaron May, and a premium open bar for 3 hours. Start Saints game day the right way. Get your Saints VIP tailgate tickets today at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Entergy Louisiana is strengthening our power grid from Lake Charles to Baton Rouge, Metairie to Monroe. Our blueprint covers the state. Nearly 10,000 projects, over 11,000 miles of transmission line. We're reinforcing infrastructure to prepare for stronger storms, reduce outages, and respond quicker when you do need us. We're making stronger connections in every community because together, we power life.
I'm Clint Romig with Marsh McLennan Agency. We're a global provider of business insurance, employee health and benefits, and private client services. And here, we have deep roots and relationships that go back 80 years throughout Southeast Louisiana. We're a strong local company offering all the latest technology, services, and business resources that Marsh provides clients globally. And that's why our motto is world-class, local touch. Visit us today at marshmma.com. Marsh McLennan, proud partner of the New Orleans Saints.
Can't get enough of Saints football? Follow us on Twitter, WWL Radio.
Welcome back into the Rouse's Market Halftime Show. Shop Rouse's official supermarket of the Saints. Now joined by the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert. Rough start for the Saints in this preseason matchup against the Jaguars. Cannon, before we get into the negatives, I want to lead off at least a positive first. What'd you think of Tyler Shuck's performance in the first half?
Well, on that one drive, he was very efficient, but Chris Olave catch the ball. Aren't y'all number one receiver? I mean, now that's a drive killer. I mean, all of a sudden, Shuck takes him. We go 10 plays, 45 yards, and we have to settle for a 45-yard field goal because it was 3rd and 7, and Chris Olave drops the first down catch. And that made it 7-3. But looking at, I guess, the good and the bad, start with the good.
Yeah.
I mean, that was unbelievable, this play. The play of the game, or a couple of plays of the game to me, was that Welch catch.
Absolutely.
Shuck to Welch plus 28. That was a great throw and catch. That's about as good as it gets. But you have to do that about, I don't know, a handful of times, or at least 3 times a half. So that was one time. And then to me, this was outstanding on special teams. And last game against the Chargers, you had 4 special teams tackles. Look at that punt coverage by Stallbird. That was unbelievable. So to me, that was the good. Now, the bad, I mean, here's Trevor Lawrence. He stopped himself. I mean, you look on their first drive.
Gave it to us, literally.
Yeah, but we did not get off the field. Two missed tackles that I'm looking at. They were first and 10 and 11-yard line. Trevor Lawrence hits a turf monster, so he fumbles the handoff, so we +1 in the turnover margin in. But then when we finally got the ball, I don't know, how can you be positive it's 3rd and 30? Oh, we had a good run for 13. Again, it was 3rd and 30 yards. And we get Shuck gets a penalty, intentional grounding. Yes, it was intentional grounding. No, he's throwing it to a lineman. And then on the first drive, instead of going forward, we're going backwards. So that's what occurred there. Now, when Trevor Lawrence, who's going to be their starting quarterback, played the first 2 drives. Now, the next time around, they go 8 plays. 55 yards. He hits Washington. Missed tackle on the touchdown. I think DeMarco Jackson. Plus 7-yard touchdown. So now, we're losing 7-0. Next time we got the ball, we went 3 and out. Then we got the ball back in second quarter. It looks like we're doing a little bit. Kendra Miller has a plus 12-yard run, but you know what? No. Holding penalty. It doesn't end up counting. And then Shuck hit Welch, like I said earlier, that 28-yard throw. That was outstanding. But on that drive, Shuck was awesome. He should have been 6 of 6 on that drive, but he was 5 of 6. The one incomplete. Olave dropped it on that 3rd and 7 to continue to drive. That's why we had to go to 45-yard field goal to make it 7-3. I don't know. Still, we don't have no pass rush overall. Now, Bobby, who's playing? I know, but then it's all depth. Guys that we're counting on. So I think no pass rush overall. When I look at that, it seems like, I don't know, the Jags have kind of stopped themselves. But the only time when I look at it, look, that little that I didn't think he was going to miss that kick at the end of the half. He kicked a 53-yard field goal. Group, he kicks a 51. Little, that's that cat who made a 70-yarder in a preseason game. So now it's 17-3. It's about what I thought right now. But you know who's still in the damn game? And he played the first half, and he's on a first-round pick? Cesar Ruiz. Oh, okay, why is Cesar Ruiz in the game? Because he didn't do anything in the Rams practice, and he ain't done that this year. Come on, Cesar Ruiz. I'm not saying you got to be McCoy and outstanding, but it has to be 1 and 1A. So I don't know. I might keep playing Cesar Ruiz till you actually block somebody.
That was the Cajun Cannons halftime thoughts here on the Rouse's Market halftime show. Just moments away. Stick around for more exciting Saints play-by-play. Deuce and Haas brought to you by Ochsner Health. Long live you. Long live the Saints. Be back with even more on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
It's a wrap on the Rouse's Markets halftime show. Rouse's official supermarket of the Saints, celebrating 65 years, and we're just getting started. Stick around for the second half on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Let's go, my kiddos. Rise and shine. I am tired of early morning alarms and sitting in carpool lines. I want to relax with a spa day. No more family meetings. I want a family outing. My to-do list has taken over. How about a to-dream list instead? First up, play Coastal and go have some fun for fun's sake.
Make a vacation declaration of your own and start planning your escape to the Mississippi Gulf Coast at coastalmississippi.com.
The year 1975. The New Orleans Saints move into the Superdome and establish a home field advantage feared around the league. Soon after, Ford F-Series begins its reign as the best-selling truck in America. And Ford trucks have kept that win streak alive for 48 straight years. Ford F-150, an official truck of the New Orleans Saints. See your Southern Quality Ford dealer today.
CCI Productions is an XL printing, design, fabrication and installation, and finishing company known for their accuracy and precision in branding spaces and events. Let their team of graphic solutions specialists provide you with professional consultation, creative conceptualization, high-quality production, and expert execution. Learn more today at ccIproductions.io. CCI, official partner of the New Orleans Saints.
You know, working with people and being a part of people's lives, from an engagement ring to a wedding band. Before you know it, the wedding day is here and groom and bride are exchanging gifts on that day. And not too long after that, there's baby gifts to have. And I just enjoy being part of other people's family, saying, Mr. Friend did my engagement ring and he did my mom and dad's engagement ring. My name is Ken Friend of Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business.
Be the first to know the latest on the Saints. Join the Big Talkers Club at WWL.com. Time now for Keys to the Second Half. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers.
A couple things that you want to see better this third quarter and fourth quarter is you want to see these guys come out and compete a little bit better. I thought defensively just gave up too many runs, too many big plays, not enough of the pass rush. Offensively, too many mistakes. You had drops, had penalties, got behind the chains. Give the quarterback time. Give him a clean pocket. First drive, 2 negative plays really out of the gate. You had the first down, or at least 4 yards on the first play. Then you had a penalty. Then you had a rush, or at least a quarterback got rushed on the next play, and then you're 3rd and 30. Can't play like that. And so you were able to get 3 on the board. You get the ball to start this third quarter. You need to come out and kind of get the ball in the end zone.
And it's Velus Jones who takes it, and he won't get far. He crosses the 20, took it on the far side and started to bring it to the near side, but Rayon Lane, the 6th-round pick out of Navy, the midshipman, Man, some of the numbers from that first half, 232 total yards for Jacksonville, 70 for the Saints. They ran 17 more plays.
Yeah, well, they had 232. You had 70. 70 total.
It's a good drive. Tough first half.
Drive.
So we'll see what Spencer Rattler can do. Spencer Rattler hands it off up the middle. Short gain to the right side.
Yeah, it should be Hilaire.
Yep, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the Baton Rouge Catholic running back, and Danny Strigo, the rookie out of Minnesota, brings him down 3 yards. So 2nd and 7.
Yeah, split zone starts on the left side, ends up on the right side, right there. Just being able to try to find a soft spot in that against that defense. Landon Young at that right tackle, and Shane Lemieux, I think, is at that left guard.
Rattler to throw, does throw. Helaire avoids a tackle and has a first down up across the 35 on the near side. Pass from Rattler to Helaire, and he did the rest and picked up the first down.
I love what Landon Young did there. You see the wrap or the loop, and the defender is late to get there. So Landon Young goes to help. He goes to help to clean it up. Now, that forces the quarterback to probably be a little bit sooner or quicker with the ball than he wanted, but he gave at least a clean pocket to the quarterback in that opportunity to be able to check it down to Clyde.
Saints at the 35. Helaire has it, caught from behind, but not until he crosses the 40 between the numbers and the hash marks. That's a terrible spot. They're calling him back almost shy of the 40. Between the numbers and the hash marks before being brought down by B.J. Green.
Simpkins a little bit, the center, a little slow to get up, but he does get up, and gain of 4 or 5 there so far.
Yep, 4 yards. Simpkins played 97% of the plays last week. Think that was in his head going in? Don't think so. Rattler to throw. A little dump-off pass to Helaire on the near side. Lowers his shoulder, still on his feet. Lowers his shoulder again and pumped up.
That was to Clyde, 4 times, 5 times as far as touches are concerned. And that time they don't wrap him up, and he doesn't go out of bounds. He's able to drop that shoulder, and they never are able to get him out of bounds. And so we've seen some defenders kind of go in wild and loose, and that time Clyde wins.
High formation, 3rd and 1. Rattler gives it to Helaire. Another bad spot. Okay.
Lines up
okay.
Lines up at the fullback
I'm
position.
not
It's just fullback
100%
belly.
sure.
They're gonna give is it a chain measurement or is it up top measurement? But it's a poor measurement, a poor spot, whichever.
It's back-to-back poor spots. That Clyde Edwards-Helaire had to cross the 45 and not even get to the 46 to be a first down. So it's going to be the up top as the chains.
It's a virtual.
Yep.
It's a virtual.
Trying out all the new toys.
If virtual tells you that the ball is in the left arm and that was the way that he fell going forward, then virtually it should be a first down.
And I would say, you want it to be right, but I do love the chains coming out there. I do love every once in a while grabbing a credit card and going, did he make the first down? It's suspenseful.
It's nostalgia for you.
It's a credit card. I'm pretty sure it's not a credit card.
Maybe.
There it is.
Virtually, we saw the
So now
sign.
I love virtual. Virtual's the best. That's what they should have been doing all the way. First down. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. This is his. He got to do the Who Dat chant, and now he's taking care of this whole drive. It is the first rushing first down for the Saints in the football game, and they've got it at their own 46. Bayless Jones is the deep back. Rattler under center, play action. Middle of the pocket, throwing deep, looking for Mason Tipton, who's fighting for the football, and no. Is that a flag?
No flag. No
There's
football either.
Yeah, there's a flag. It's a pass interference. You can't see it. It's like a dull yellow at the 9.
You do see it?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it right there about the 9-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 21.
Christian Braswell
Foul. Automatic. First down.
never really turned around, and Mason was trying to get to it.
And I don't know if Mason knew that there was a flag down. I mean, because the defender, he's fighting with him the whole way, but he never turned around, and he finally threw the flag. I see the official kind of reach for it to throw it, but I don't know if Tipton ever knew that it was a flag. All right, Austin saw the flag and said, yep, there it is, but the official kind of dropped it like you would do a beanbag on the fumble.
Exactly.
Yeah, he kind of dropped it instead of throwing it out.
45-yard on the penalty. Rattler one-hops an incomplete pass to Cedric Wilson on the near side.
That's a tough play. Looking at that Rouse's Market Jumbotron, you've got the bootleg, and so the guy's in your face. You want to almost let him kind of force his way inside to you so I can buy a little bit more time. Anytime you try to throw that ball quickly, you're fading away, and that's why the ball ended up short. He can't get anything on it because he's fading away from it, doesn't want to kind of get hit, but wants to give his guy a chance as well.
Saints in the Raising Cane's red zone. One Love. Up the middle to the 5-yard line is Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 3rd and goal after he picked up 4 yards. Antonio Johnson on the stop. Because it's preseason, are you in 4 down at this point?
Yeah, I need a touchdown. At this point for me, and it's 4 down territory.
It was 9-3 last week at halftime, 17-3 this week.
Yeah, I don't need to see kickers inside the 10, 0 blitz.
3rd and goal, Rattler throws, a little back shoulder, incomplete. Trying to hit Dante Pettis, had Christian Braswell on the coverage. It was kind of a
0 blitz, and they are going to bring Charlie Smith out to kick the field goal, but 0 blitz, like you said, it's a back shoulder throw. A little, horse play by both guys, kind of trying to get some separation, but the ball is
kind of hard.
Well, it's going to be a tough throw. It's a hard throw, but he's throwing it to a spot. And so the receivers just got to be able to 1, 2, 3. I know it's coming.
So Charlie Smith, who connected at the end of last week from 51, will have a 23-yarder, and the net takes a pounding from 23 yards in Charlie Smith, and it is good. Saints take the opening drive in the 3rd quarter and put some points on the board. Unfortunately, it's 3, but 17-6, 11:07 to play in the 3rd quarter here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Saints fans, let's take a 30-second timeout for a quick mental getaway to Pensacola. Picture sugar white sands, crystal clear waters. Remember, your perfect getaway is just a short drive away. So head east for the ultimate timeout from the hustle and bustle. Fresh seafood, stunning sunsets, and relaxing beaches, all waiting for you in Pensacola. Sundays with the Saints and any day with your toes in the sand, that's the way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
Jan from Toyota here with live coverage of end of summer fun at Toyota's national sales event with my special guest, Eli Manning.
Thanks, Jan. Let's get into it.
Down by the lake for some fishing, we've got Eric in his Tundra. He throws his line, and he's going long.
Heck of a team effort there. That Tundra got him exactly where he needed to be.
Sure was, Eli. Until next time, go Toyota.
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 2nd. Toyota, let's go places.
When the storm comes, it shakes more than just your walls. It shakes your world. But in New Orleans, we're built different.
We don't fold. We rebuild.
At American Safety, we show up fast and we get to work. And we treat your home like our own.
Because recovery isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about restoring what matters. American Safety, stronger than the storm and right here with you.
You'd never step in front of a linebacker at full speed, so why risk it with a train? When you approach a rail crossing, respect the signs and signals. The average train needs over a mile to stop. That's 18 football fields. C-Tracks Think Train Week is September 15th to 21st. Visit cn.ca/rail safety to learn how to be rail smart and stay safe near trains and tracks.
The news talk and sports leader for generations, WWL.
9 plays, 73 yards, 3 minutes and 53 seconds off the clock, aided by a 45-yard pass interference call. And Charlie Smith makes the field goal, 17-6, and Charlie is in to kick it off here in the third quarter. Saints in black jerseys, gold pants, gold helmets. They are moving towards the Smoothie King Center. Charlie to my left, and Jacksonville has a couple of back. Quint Allen is one of them, and Allen's going to get it 3 yards deep. That happened last week, and it was the same guy, number 15, Chandler Brayboy, who the other receiver caught it in the end zone, and he was going to bring it back and say, no, 35. And so he didn't listen to him and brought it back to the 22.
He brought it out anyway.
Yep, brought it out anyway to the 22. This time, he did listen, and they will be at the 35.
Well, the last kickoff by Charlie, it was kind of a line drive. This time, I don't know if that was the intention, but great field position for the offense for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Nick Mullins remains in the game. Bayshaw Tootin takes it to the left side, wrapped up by Jaden Peavy, again, whom the Saints signed just recently after the Charger game. Had some tryouts, brought in a few people. 2 yards on that one.
Yeah, and Peavy coming out. Saints going nickel defense. Hugo Amadi will slide over to the slot. Fidel Diggs, one of those defensive ends for the Saints defensively. Broughton still in. Christian Boyd as well.
2nd and 8 from the shotgun is Mullins. Quick throw to the outside. Incomplete. His tight end, Sean Bowman, tried to bring it in and kind of just looped it around and threw it back out.
Yeah, Isaiah Foskey in at that other defensive end position. And now you do get Jonah Williams to come in a rush mode.
Jacksonville has been pretty strong in this situation. 6 of 7 on third down. This is a 3rd and 8. However, Quint Allen beside Mullins, who has 3 receivers to the top of the formation. Back to throw. Does throw. Caught. Slammed hard. Shy of the first down by Jonas Sanker.
It's a lot different from the first half. No situations you were able to give up some yardage, and now it looks like they're going to at least leave the offense out here. 4th down, short yardage, so they bring in a heavy package, and the Saints bring in their heavy guys, Boyd as well as Peavy stay in. Hugo comes out.
We need 11.
Yeah, we need 11, and so you got some of the bigger guys in. Jacksonville at least going to line them up to look like they're going to go for it.
From their own 43, got to really get to the 45, and they will go for it. And it's Bashal Tootin, the second effort.
He's short. Think
it's
from where they're spotted at on this side, he's short. The initial contact. Now, unless they gave him the rollover.
I agree. I think that spot is short, but first down.
Now I want to see a virtual. I don't know if the Saints can challenge it, but I mean, that where he landed, he was short.
Brad,
of course, we can't. No, he's short. His knee went down. Yeah, he's short.
Let's see what
he's got the flag.
Kellen.
Throw it, Kellen. He's short. Challenge it.
What do you got to lose? It's preseason.
Challenge it.
Nope, don't think they're going to, and they're not. First down, Mullins, handoff, Tootin. Tootin took it to the right hash mark, then brought it back towards the floor to Lee. Elliott Davison right there as others as he stopped, but still picked up 4. Isaiah Stallbird as well.
Couldn't tell which linebacker shot the gap on that play, but he did a good job. It was Ford, Jalen Ford. Jalen Ford out in California did a pretty good job on some plays. Now, he kind of tailed off at the end, but early in camp, Jalen Ford was all over the place.
Ford and Stallbird both playing, trying to get some defensive snaps because they haven't played any defense. Pressure for Mullins, but he gets it away to Alan Trammell, who makes the catch. Rumpf was back there.
That was a linebacker. I think may have been Ford.
Yeah.
That may have been Ford on the pressure. He was able to knife kind of around, and he just can't bring him down. Quarterback steps up and strong enough in the pocket to be able to say, I can beat it. But Ford had the pressure, just can't bring the quarterback down in that situation. Mullins strong enough, experienced enough to keep his eyes down the field and make the strike for the connection.
Ford, the third fifth round pick of 2024. A little toss left to Tootin. Tootin takes it to the numbers on the near side, still on his feet, getting pushed from behind down to the 32-yard line. So that should be about an 8-yard gain. 7, we'll call it second down and short. Maybe 3.
Yeah, Saints did a good job of forcing us back inside, but you don't do a great job of wrapping up. And so you got to be able to wrap Tootin up. It looks like took his helmet off. Having some helmet issues, got some of the equipment guys fixing that. Saints don't do a great job of wrapping up in that situation.
It is 2nd and 3. Handoff. This time, LaQuint Allen bounces off of some defenders, but not brought down. And between the numbers and the hash marks on the near side, another rushing first down. Stallbird and Ford brought him down.
Counterplay, looking at that Rouse's Market Gumbotron. Chris Rump tried to make the play coming around, but not able to. And Ford, one of the first guys, he and Stallbird able to kind of wrap him up eventually.
Ball sits at the Saint 28-yard line. Mullins fakes the handoff and throws to the outside, complete, but Jonas Sanker fought through his block and made the tackle at the 27-yard line.
Mike, he just didn't fight through it. He blew it up.
Yeah.
He came, he's one of those guys right there. They've got pressure coming off the edge, and we saw Ugo Amadi blow up his guy that he was blocking. That time, Sanker blows up
Trenton Irwin, who was just so high.
Who wanted no parts of that.
2nd and 9, just a 1-yard gain. 17-3, 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Mullins back to throw, complete to Cephas. Cephas wrapped up from behind by Quincy Riley as he trying to work back towards the middle of the field. So that'll bring up third down. Clock moving after the 5-yard gain. They are 7 of 8 on third down. Time to get a stop in.
We've seen the Saints
6 of 8.
Yeah, you've seen the Saints bring pressure off of the edge, and not a lot up the middle. But you had the one that Ford had a shot at making up the middle, but got to be able to create some pressure.
Out of the shotgun, Mullins has LaQuint Allen to his right. Takes the snap. Saints bring 5. Throws. Picked off. Jalen Ford dropped back into coverage. Leapt up and made the play. Great job by the 5th-round pick out of Texas. We've been saying his name all drive. Just a matter of time.
Well, it's just a matter of time, and you saw the athletic ability there by Ford. I talked about the A-gap pressure. They showed pressure, but they dropped. Jalen Ford shows you the athletic ability just to be able to pick that football off.
Second turnover for Jacksonville. Saints got it. 5:09 here in the third quarter. 17-6 on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Saints tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. As the official resale ticket marketplace of the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. With 100% verified resale tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff like tailgating with your friends and family. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Saints.
Conecuh Sausage has been around for over 75 years, making their great-tasting hickory smoked sausage. And now, a new proud partner of the New Orleans Saints, Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and a fan favorite for tailgate. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasoning, and smoked over a pure hickory fire. For that true Southern flavor. Enjoy Conecuh Hickory Smoked Sausage in the Superdome or at home while watching the Saints, and make Conecuh a part of your game day tradition. Conecuh Sausage, a real winner since 1947. Visit ConecuhSausage.com for store locator and recipes.
Attention, Pelicans fans. It's time to get your tickets for the 2025-26 NBA season. Single game tickets, partial plans like our 12-game weekend plan, and full season ticket plans are on sale now. Pick the blender for these exciting can't-miss matchups, including Pelicans Cup nights versus the Lakers and Grizzlies. Presented by Morris Bart. Experience all the action and can't-miss entertainment with the best fans in the NBA. Get your tickets today by visiting Pelicans.com.
Protect your home or business with The Shield from J&J Exterminating. We tackle tough opponents, giving you a solid defense against pests. Win the battle with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating.
Yeah.
When it's miserable outside, Dave is comfortable inside with his Train AC and heating system. Train's a proud sponsor of the New Orleans Saints. It's hard to stop a train, but it's easy to afford one. At TrainSouth.com, find a dealer and special offers in your area. Save now at TrainSouth.com.
Start your day with Dave Cohen and WWL First News, 5 a.m. on WWL.
5:09 to play here in the third quarter. That drive, 11 plays, 43 yards, 5:08. But like their first drive of the football game, their first drive of the third quarter ends in a turnover. Jalen Ford played 8 games last year, all special teams, so it is preseason, but thus his first interception. Saints have not had good field position. Their average drive at the 22 for Jacksonville, the 35. Little toss pass to the near side, sweep, like a jet sweep, but just a little toss pass, and Daniel Thomas brings him down, and him is Mason Tipton.
Yeah, Mason Tipton shows you the speed, able to get to the edge until once the Jacksonville kind of cut it back. But, I mean, I'll take 4 yards, 5 yards on first down all day.
Saints averaged about 4.4 yards running the football last year, 14th in the league. Rattler, play action, looking deep down the sideline, looking for Tipton. Tipton reaches out and makes the grab down the sideline right in front of the Saints bench. Ball had perfect air under it, and because of the Mason Tipton, that is a hot streak. Brought to you by TrainSouth.com. It's hard to stop a Train air conditioner, but it's never easier to afford one. Mason Tipton on the touch pass sweep, and then the deep pass all the way down to the 35.
The officials aren't letting the Saints go fast. The Saints are on the ball. They want to go fast, and I'm not sure if they thought it was a catch or what, but is it the challenge from up above?
Must be, because there's no flag on the other side.
Yeah, the Saints wanted to go fast. And now here's the opportunity for Jacksonville to sub. And I don't – no. What it was they were 1 yard too far forward. There was no challenge. They marked them. They misspotted them, and that gave Jacksonville an opportunity to sub.
Stop the game to respot the ball. First down.
All right. All things considered, right. I'll take it.
Right. It was an opportunity for them to sub, but it was a missed spot, and Kellen Moore is not happy about that as well.
So now it's a 45-yard reception for Mason Tipton, who had the touchdown last week. Handoff Cam Akers, left side. Takes it down to about the 32-yard line, down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints Sideline Report.
Yeah, guys, as you know, the Saints been trying to utilize Mason Tipton's speed. On Thursday in the joint practice with the Rams, he had a 60-yard catch and run, and we've talked to Kellen Moore about him multiple times. He just keeps flashing, keeps making plays, and we saw it last year. He made the roster without even appearing in a preseason game. Well, he's delivering this time around.
54-yard touchdown last week, 45-yard reception here. 2nd and 6 after Akers picked up 4. Saints down 17-6. Rattler dumps it off the middle. Caught by Akers, and Akers will take it down. Should be a first down. This is what he should have done last week, right? Just that little simple, get rid of it.
Yeah, take it.
Take it.
I don't have to kind of force it down the field. If it's not there, just take the underneath and allow my back to be able to work for me a little bit. You had a pretty good pocket from those offensive line. You had pressure late from the left side, but take the yardage that they're giving you.
Pistol formation. Akers behind Rattler. Akers gets it, looking to the right side, but he is caught from behind by Antonio Johnson.
Coaching point, teaching point, and I don't know if it's in yet. If I see that safety pushing that hard, pull it. Pull it, quarterback. You'll run for days. Right there, the running back has zero chance. Zero chance. It's counter off the backside. They're not respecting the quarterback. If you're not going to change that play, there is zero the back can do. There is nothing he can do.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. 17-6 Jacksonville. 2:06 to play in the third quarter. Clock moving. Rattler has it. Throws it to Akers on the near side. Lowers his shoulder and takes it down inside the 25-yard line. That's a young man who knows how to lower his pads. Daniel Thomas and Ventro Miller stopped him.
You get it out your hands quick as far as the quarterback right there. You put yourself in third and still long situation. I would love for maybe to look down the field just a hair or two a little bit longer, that being Rattler. But I am okay with you getting it to the running back and trying to see what he can do. But I let those defenders drop just a second or two.
3rd and 8, 2 receivers to the top. Now he brings Kevin Austin to the bottom. And there's the flag.
Yeah, I think they may have caught the Saints leaning.
False start. Offense, number 26. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
It's a New Orleans Saints tradition. Turn down the sound of your TV, pause your DVR, and seek up Saints Radio next Saturday at noon when the Saints take on the Denver Broncos in the Caesar Superdome. Turn up the Saints Radio Network.
I know this quickly, but on that play by Johnson, there's nobody like Maliki Mataval. There's nobody to pick him up, right? Mataval was blocking in front. When that safety came around, there's just nobody to pick him up, right?
No, he's unblocked, and that's the quarterback's guy. He's got to be able to control that because they're running counter away from him.
Now it's 3rd and 13. Rattler. Here comes pressure. He stands in there, throws it complete to Michael Jacobson. Boy, Rattler knew he was going to get a hit. He did get the hit, made the completion. He's going to be shy of the 1st down, and that's Ventrell Miller and also Jack Kaiser, the 4th-round pick who had the pressure. He came hard and untouched.
Mike, when I tell you that this play should have been picked up, you're going to say, what do you mean? The tackle has to stay inside. Cam Akers is going out to get the pressure off of the edge. The tackle ends up coming outside, and so that's why you had 2 guys that ended up coming. But the tackle, if he stays inside, allow Cam to go outside and get his guy.
Charlie Smith comes in, and he's perfect as well from 40 yards. The Saints have made it a 17-9 game with still 17 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter and the 4th quarter. We're back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Popsicles, sprinklers, a cool breeze. Talk about refreshing. You know what else is refreshing this summer? A brand new phone with Verizon. Yep, get a new phone on any plan with Select Phone Trade-In and My Plan. And lock down a low price for 3 years on any plan with My Plan. This is a deal for everyone, whether you're a new or existing customer. Swing by Verizon today for our best phone deals. 3-year price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate only. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
Hey folks, Bobby Aber and KJ Cannon here. We all know there's something special about growing up in Louisiana. Our culture, our history, and how we care for each other cannot be matched anywhere in the world. The same goes for Louisiana Dental Center. Local dentists helping local people just like you and me. And of course, for years, proud dental office of our beloved New Orleans Saints. Louisiana Dental Center, your dental home team. How about them Saints?
The New Orleans Saints countdown to kickoff is delivered by Little Caesars. Combine tasty Little Caesars pizza with NFL football, and what do you get? Game day! Little Caesars, the official pizza partner of the New Orleans Saints, invites you to order your favorite Little Caesars pizza or try something new. On game day, Little Caesars is always convenient. From carryout to delivery to pizza portal pickup. Just call or text a few good friends and celebrate with delicious Little Caesars pizza and the New Orleans Saints Game of the Week.
Pizza, pizza. Home of the NFL, Sunday and Monday Night Football, WWL.
17 seconds to play here. Saints trail 17-9. It was on this day, August 17, 1987. Hokie Gaijan retired from football. He missed 86 because of knee injury. In 84, he led the NFL with 6 yards a carry. He would have been 66 on September 6, passed away in 2016. Just a class of a guy. He and his lovely wife, Judy, have 4 lovely daughters. Something you would not understand, Mr. Son guy, but man, he was the best and they were the best, and much love to the Hokie Gaijan family.
No doubt about it.
So the Saints kicking off to our left, and it is Charlie Smith who kicks it into the end zone in the air. I don't think he wanted to. You can see him a little hacked off at himself. I don't think he has because I'm trying to kick it less. Let's pause 10 seconds to let Stasis identify themselves here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Home of the Saints, LSU, and Pelicans. 870 AM WWL New Orleans, 105.3 WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans, and Odyssey Station.
So Jacksonville has it. Phil Galliano talking to Charlie Smith, who just has a big leg, but just booted it into the end zone. So again, their average field position has been the 35, and that's where they are. But now it's a one-score game. Here comes Jalen Ford on the blitz, but a perfectly called screen pass, and that's caught by Jacksonville on the near side. LaQuint Allen, first down, almost up to midfield.
I mean, you see Jalen, he hits it. He hits it. Looking at that Rouse's Market Gumbotron, he hits it immediately, but it's a screen. And so nobody is covering the back, and you pick up 25, 20-plus yards, 15, whatever it is. But, man, we just got to understand and recognize plays a little bit better.
It is John Wolford in at quarterback. He is the one who made the 12-yard completion. But that is the end of the third quarter. Saints trail 17-9. We're back after this with 15 minutes to play at Caesars Superdome on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Timeout. Huddle up. This is Brother Fromine with River Parish Disposal. So you made a bad call and chose the wrong waste company? It ain't too late to get back in the game. Just hand off your garbage to the Gator. River Parish Disposal. We are the largest and oldest family-owned commercial waste disposal company in the New Orleans metro area. River Parish Disposal. Our business stinks, but it's picking up. Call 738-7700 or visit bizstinks.com.
Ready to jumpstart your career? Goodwill Technical College is now enrolling, and this is your chance to build a brighter future. We've got the programs that will take you from the classroom to the career of your dreams.
I'm on my way to success, thanks to Goodwill Technical.
Financial aid and scholarships are available, as well as child care and transportation, so nothing's holding you back. Classes are filling up fast. Don't wait. Enroll today at Goodwill Technical College and start your journey to a better tomorrow. Visit goodwilltech.edu or call now to secure your spot.
When it comes to excellence, Mercedes-Benz SUVs deliver. With 4MATIC's impressive all-wheel precision, awe-inspiring MBUX technology, and state-of-the-art acoustics that immerse you in every moment. From intelligence to power, from safety to precision, performance means more in a Mercedes-Benz. Discover the Mercedes-Benz SUV that's right for you at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer, or visit MBUSA.com to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of the New Orleans Saints.
Saints fans, let's take a 30-second time out for a quick mental getaway to Pensacola. Picture sugar white sands, crystal clear waters. Remember, your perfect getaway is just a short drive away. So head east for the ultimate time out from the hustle and bustle. Fresh seafood, stunning sunsets, and relaxing beaches, all waiting for you in Pensacola. Sundays with the Saints and any day with your toes in the sand, that's the way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
Stream Saints games live on your desktop or laptop at WWL.com.
15 minutes to play. Caesars Superdome, 17-9. Jacksonville with the lead. Kellen Moore, 37. Youngest in football. Both of these guys, big quarterbacks. Kellen Moore at Boise State led the conference completion all 4 years. Led the conference in TDs, 3 out of his 4. Led the conference yards per attempt, 3 out of his 4. So some quarterbacks here with Kellen Moore and Liam Cohen. And that's a run. Not much there. Jaden Peavy making himself known. Jaquindon Jackson picked up 2 yards.
He does a nice job of being able to fight off the block and makes the tackle, and he's right there at the point of attack, one of your defensive linemen. And so we've seen that a few times from a few guys being able to say, hey, I'm getting blocked, but I'm going to still make this play.
Liam Cohen, I'll finish my quarterback note. 4 years at University of Mass, and he still holds 8 passing records. 2nd and 8. Jacksonville at their own 49. John Wolford is the quarterback. Handoff left side, stacked up, held up, and you get across the 50. That was Chris Rumpf and Jaden Peavy again. So Jaden Peavy making the most of it.
Yeah, talk about a guy that's taking advantage of some opportunities. Signed late by the Saints, last week? And so coming in and making a few plays for him, and looks like he's holding his wrist there on the sideline. Wrist kind of shoulder.
Ridgeway is also holding his left shoulder. I think it's Ridgeway that's going to go into the tent, kind of grabbing at his left side. Back to action. Throw outside. Oh, that would have been picked off. Dallas Beanham, his receiver fell through to the outside, and Beanham had the only chance of it. It was a pretty hard thrown ball, but
hard thrown outside. Saints bring pressure. They kind of speed the quarterback up a little bit, and that ball is outside. But, man, as a cornerback, you've got to catch that. You get your hands. He doesn't get them on clean. It looked like it. He was close, but he doesn't get them on clean. Saints aren't lined up right. They've got to have a double out here. They're trying to get in at one too many on.
So this will be Logan Cook punting from his own 40. Jaden Price, it's a line drive that goes out of bounds on the near side. Not very pretty again. See where it gets spotted at the 16-yard line. That's where the Saints have it. Just down a score. Fourth quarter, 13:24 to play. Saints down 17-9. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Terminix, the official pest and termite control partner of the New Orleans Saints. Locally owned for 75 years, with humble beginnings on Poitras Street. Terminix has effective solutions that will help eliminate pest problems throughout the year. Protect your home for all 4 quarters of the year. Termites and rodents never stop playing, neither does Terminix. Roaches, rats, ants, and termites, we do it all. Terminix, protect your dome, protect your home. Go Saints!
For fans of saving money. For fans of big rewards. For fans of getting more for your money. There's Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints. Saints fans, open your free high-earning checking and see what it's like to get better rates, better returns, and better service. Join a winning team. Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints. Membership and credit eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
That feeling when you walk in with your hands full of McDonald's and the heads start turning. Something bold, something savory, something sweet. You don't have to say a word because the bag says it all. Get your favorites for under $3, like golden small fries or a savory sausage biscuit. And yes, the legendary ranch snack wrap is back at a legendary price. Just $2.99. McD comes through with more than you expect. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Like to travel? People's Health members enjoy peace of mind knowing their health is covered. If you're away from home and need routine medical care, use the United Health Passport benefit from People's Health. You'll pay your usual copay for in-network care. No referrals necessary. And remember, you're always covered for emergency and urgent care worldwide. To learn more, call 1-855-821-2666. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Family, community, country. We care about what you care about. WWL.
13:24 to play. Logan Cook, who's one of the best punters in the NFL, has decided to kick some low knuckleballers today out of bounds away from Jaden Price. It did get inside the 20. He had 34 inside the 20 last year, but that's not why he's around. Let's get on to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal St. Sideline report.
Yeah, guys, as we were talking about, after that second down play, John Ridgeway came out tapping his helmet, called himself out of the game. Looked to be in a good bit of pain, something to do with the upper body. He's been in the injury tent since that point.
Thank you, Jeff. Rattler remains in. Ball at the 16. Play action. Rattler now drifts to the near side. He's going to pull it down. 20 slides down on the other side of the 20. Whoa.
No, it's because of where it slides.
Yeah, starts. But I thought even I was accounting for that.
Yeah, it's where it starts. And so, like, for a quarterback right there, you don't even want to slide. It's better for you to just run out of bounds.
They can't hit you.
There you go. I'm going to run out of bounds. I'm not going to try to get the little yardage because it's wherever you start. Even though he was closer to the 25, it's wherever that hand goes down to start, the slide.
Right, at 25.
Yeah, 25. That was a poor
right.
spot.
I mean, they spotted the 23. Handoff right up the gut. Saints still pushing. Valus Jones Jr. takes it to the 29. I mean, I'm with you.
That's how it is as far as, I guess they said, all right, he was there. We're going to move him back 2 more yards.
Right. I mean, it's, at some point, it's like the safety with Christian Boyd. It's like the goal line is the goal line, or is it like the 20? Right.
Looks like Ridgeway is going to go inside.
Yep. Heading towards the locker room. Play action. Rattler with the pump. Now he pulls it down. Slides this time. Flag comes in late. That probably not good news.
It's going to be a holding after they felt Rattler stepping up into the pocket.
Offense, number 69. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Barry Weasley is the man called for the holding.
And that's really because of the quarterback, how he steps up into the pocket right there. And I think he wanted to go. He did want to go to the back, but his back fell down on the cut. He wanted to hit Valus, but Valus fell down and slipped, and so Rattler ends up kind of running. And
actually Barry Wesley, but if you're going to mispronounce a guy's name, make it on a holding penalty. 1st and 20. Rattler, little play action now, rolls to his right, throws this one. Oh! In between two, not caught by Michael Jacobson, knocked down at the last second by Danico Slaughter. I thought he'd threaded the needle there for a minute.
Ball had some whip on it right there. And it does get through. It may have been one guy, 35, may have gotten a hand on it.
After it kind of,
I don't know if he got a hand on it. I mean, that ball had some smoke on it.
And he was rolling to his right, throwing. But now, 2nd and 20 after the incompletion. The ball sits at the 18. Snap to Rattler, middle of the pocket. Now he steps up again, throws it again, high, incomplete. Dante Pettis went up for it on the near side at about the 35, and have to see it again. Don't know if felt like he could have.
Thought he could have caught it.
Yeah.
Thought he could have caught it.
I never want to say until I see it again because.
Yeah, looking at the Rouse's market, your quarterback is having to move a little bit in the pocket, and he's reading the zone. I mean, and that's one where it's high. He gets his hands on it, but he just can't bring it in.
He's late.
He can't get his hands completely around it.
Saints are 2 of 8 on 3rd down. This is a 3rd and 20. They trail 17-9. 4th quarter, moving towards Poydras. Rattler stands, now throws to the outside. This time, Pettis leaps up, makes the catch. He's going to be about who is spotting this football? He's going to be about 3 yards shy of the first down. 17 yards for number 17.
It's a deep out.
So he catches it. It's at least 1 yard more. But they have it spotted at just across the 35. And so 4th and 5, which should be about 4th and 2. James Burnip is in to our right. Heels on the 20. He boots it away. It's a low knuckler as well. Takes a bounce. Kind of in the same spot. No real direction. If it had been at the 5, it would have been great, but instead it's at the 26. And so that's where Elliott Davison downs it. 10:44 to play in the football game. 38-yard punt. 17-9 Jacksonville on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Hey folks, Bobby Hebert here. The Rouse's family opened their first grocery store in 1960. That was the same year I was born. We both grew up on the bayou. And from the beginning, the Rouse's family focused on local, buying produce and seafood from their neighbors. And they still do that today. From one store to serving over 1 million customers a week. I'm proud to see how far they've come. Rouse's, the official supermarket of the Saints, celebrating 65 years, and they're just getting started.
Saints fans, Cam Jordan here. Get ready for game day at the Saints VIP tailgate brought to you by BullseyeEventGroup.com. The VIP tailgate is 3 hours prior to kickoff before every Saints home game next to the Superdome at Benson Tower. Bullseye Events Group's Saints VIP tailgate is open to all ages, features a premium buffet by Food Network chef Aaron May, and a premium open bar for 3 hours. Start Saints game day the right way. Get your Saints VIP tailgate tickets today at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Let's go, my kiddos! Rise and shine! I am tired of early morning alarms and sitting in carpool lines. I want to relax with a spa day. No more family meetings. I want a family outing. My to-do list has taken over. How about a to-dream list instead? First up, play Coastal and go have some fun for fun's sake.
Make a vacation declaration of your own and start planning your escape to the Mississippi Gulf Coast at coastalmississippi.com.
Looking for a new job or career in the transportation business? Do you or your spouse have truck driving experience? John Fayard Moving and Warehousing, the official moving partner of the New Orleans Saints, is looking for experienced team and solo Class A CDL drivers to join their family-oriented team. Benefits with John Fayard include competitive pay structure, major medical, dental, and vision insurance, recruitment and retention bonus, paid vacation, paid holidays, and more. Don't settle for the rest. Drive for the best. Visit johnfayardwarehouse.com.
Love the Saints? Follow us on Twitter, WWL Radio.
Today's game is brought to you by Blue Plate Mayonnaise, the official mayo of the Saints. 17-9, 10:44 to play. Short punt again by the Saints, and not sure where they are in the punting battle. As we know, if you have three quarterbacks, you don't have any. They had three punters down to two. See how this battle shakes out. Right now, they don't have the football. It's Jacksonville from their own 26. Handoff to Quindon Jackson. Breaks through a couple of tackles, but takes it to the 32-yard line. I would say they're getting much better spots than the Saints.
Mike, got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
We're missing an official, correct?
Down judge.
You're missing an official.
Yeah, we're missing the official. We have the referee. We're missing the official.
You're
right?
missing an official.
2nd and 4.
And he missed it because the side guy called the penalty.
That would have been the official in the backfield.
There you go.
We'll start. Offense, number 13, 5-yard penalty, second down.
All right. We don't get those kind of injury updates. It would be the umpire, Brian Neal, the referee and the umpire in the offensive backfield. But you're right.
He's missing. He's not there. And I don't know if normally you have an extra guy that comes in from the sideline, but I don't know if they're just experimenting or what.
So 2nd and 9, 17-9. John Wolford is the quarterback now. Rolls to his right. Has pressure, but completes it. But they didn't throw the flag, did they?
No, they didn't call it.
Incomplete.
Yeah, the ball. That was either a catch, incomplete, or a fumble, and I don't know which one. How did he come up to that conclusion?
Rajon Wright hit it out. I thought at first it was a completion.
Never controlled it.
No.
Never controlled it.
And then it wasn't Rajon Wright. It was Tyreen Powell.
Yeah, Powell comes in and cleans it out, but he never controlled it after he hit the ground. It was still moving.
Big third down here for the Saints defense. Under 10 minutes. Trying to get the ball back. Walford. Saints bring 4. Ball hit. Coming out of the backfield. I don't know if it was Foskey or Broughton, but somebody got a hand on it.
Finally gets a little pressure. The Saints defense finally gets a little pressure on the quarterback, and it may have been
Jeremiah Martin, the new leader. So let's get down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints Sideline Report.
Yeah, to answer your question, this is actually intentional. They're using one fewer official so that they can test out how they would adapt to this in a situation where they had to run with one fewer official.
Thank you, Jeff. First 3 and out for Jacksonville. Jaden Price to our left. Logan Cook boots a more traditional deep one. Price drifts back to his own 15. Now brings it back to the near side. 20, 25, still on his feet. Finally knocked it out of bounds near the 30-yard line. So Cook hit a good one. Price brought it back, and Saints have the football, down a score, 9:40, 57-yard punt, 13-yard return, 44-yard net average. Still pretty good in the NFL. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Ball is snapped. The quarterback fakes a throw left, hands off right.
Power outages in New Orleans have become as common as wearing black and gold on Sundays. But with Craig's Electrical and Generator Service, you never have to miss a minute of the game due to a power outage. Craig has generators starting at just $149 a month with a 10-year warranty. When the power goes, Craig's comes on, so you never miss a minute of your game.
More Monday Night Football after these words from our sponsor.
Craig's Electrical and Generator Service. Visit CraigsElectrical.com.
Attention basketball fans, the NBA Cup is back for year 3, and tickets for Pelicans Cup nights presented by Morris Bart are on sale now. Join us at the Blender for these special tournament matchups. Come on down November 14th as we host LeBron, Luka, and the Lakers. Then join us on November 26th for an exciting battle against Ja Morant and the Grizzlies. Check out the full schedule and get single game tickets or a 12-game plan that includes all NBA Cup matchups by visiting pelicans.com/NBA Cup.
Entergy Louisiana is strengthening our power grid from Lake Charles to Baton Rouge, Metairie to Monroe. Our blueprint covers the state. Nearly 10,000 projects, over 11,000 miles of transmission line. We're reinforcing infrastructure to prepare for stronger storms, reduce outages, and respond quicker when you do need us. We're making stronger connections in every community because together, we power life.
My personal favorite stories are when a young man comes in and you can see they're a little intimidated. This just happened last week. I saw the young man. I said, "Hey, what can I do to give you a hand?" And he said, "Well, I'm here for an engagement ring, but I don't think I'm in the right place." So I got him to my desk, and within an hour, he had purchased an engagement ring, had spent $1,000, and he was treated like he spent a lot more. And I'm sure we have a customer for life. My name is Ken Friend of Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business.
One of America's legendary radio stations, reaching 5 states daytime, 38 at night, WWL.
So the Saints have the football. Caesars Superdome, 9:40 to play. Rattler remains in. The Saints down 17-9. They were down 17-3 at the break and have answered with 2 field goals. 3 for the game, trying to get into that end zone. The new running back is Marcus Yarns, and he is just greeted by Mr. Ethan Downs. Jack Kaiser was there as well, and it was a pretty good slam. Gave him a yard, 2nd and 9 at the 30. Rattler has Marcus Yarns to his right, now brings Pettis in motion to the far side. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Rattler to throw, problem. Spins out of it. Now he's going to pull it down. He'll take it across the 30, and that could have been a lot worse. His spin job got him out of a sack.
Second play of the game, we saw them run the twist to the right side of the line of scrimmage. This time, it's the twist to the left side of the line of scrimmage. What Yarns has to understand and see, if that linebacker goes there, there is somebody coming. I have to be able to loop around for that looper and be able to knock him off. His job is to take out your guard, which he did, and there's the defensive end that's coming around. You've got to talk. You've got to be able to talk and be able to, just like we talk about pizza, mine, yours. If you don't have that, you don't have a chance.
3rd and 8, Rattler throws it. Complete to Dante Pettis crossing the field. First down to the 46-yard line as Dante Pettis bobbled it a bit but brought it down in front of Aiden White. He picked up 14.
And Pettis is just running this over route, does a nice job of just being able to find it and flatten it off. He catches it clean, like you said, after he once had it, caught it up top, was able to secure it low, gets both feet down.
First down, Saints run. Marcus Yarns takes it towards the numbers on the near side to the 48-yard line, and James Carpenter, the rookie out of Indiana, stopped him.
Tried to run split zone earlier, and there they run it again, and this time you're able to pick up more than just 1 yard. Got it. One guy has it 3rd down on the visiting side. It's 2nd down.
2nd down and 7. That's what happens when you take people off the field.
Now he changes it.
Rattler, quick throw to Mason Tipton, who makes the catch, brought down immediately, but not until he takes it into Jacksonville territory to the 47. They got to get to the 45, so 3rd and 2 coming as the Saints go quickly.
Yeah, they're going to hurry up here.
3rd down and 2. Rattler, shotgun.
Well, he's still able to talk to the quarterback.
Yep.
You can hear him, see him put his head down, kind of hear the change of it.
Now he's back, takes it. Inside handoff, Velus Jones. Velus Jones bounce to the outside. He's going to be short by about a half a yard. They need to get to the 45 of Jacksonville. Here comes heavy.
Yeah, here comes heavy personnel and Velus. He's got to be able to just, if I see it, I've got to definitely get my head down to be able to make sure I pick up that first down. I don't know if he ever got square after he made the initial cut.
6:30 clock moving. 17-9 Jacksonville. Saints have a 4th and 1. High formation. Jacksonville says they moved.
I mean, he finally moved, but the Saints, they did.
Now they called offsides.
He got in the neutral zone. The Saints,
complaining about
the Saints moved, but I don't think the officials saw it.
Defense in the 25. 5-yard penalty results in the first down.
Yeah, they were trying to draw the Saints off because the Saints did move, but we just talked about it. They're a short official, and normally the guy that would have probably called it, he wasn't in the backfield. It was the right guard that moved. And then you have the left guard that stands up, and 25 gets caught in the neutral zone because he's trying to get the flag thrown.
Complaining about the
none call.
The no call gets the first down for the Saints. Under center is Rattler. Play action rolling right, throws complete. Jacobson far side. Jacobson down to the 35-yard line. Clock will continue.
Now, if I'm the Saints here, I go up top. I'm probably running a slant go or slug go or stutter go with Tipton. I threw him a slant earlier. And now at this point, I got 2nd and 5. I'm not in no man's land. But I'm in a good enough position where if I can buy some time, I'm taking this ball up top.
He's got just the single coverage now. He's on the far side, top of the formation, but it's a handoff to Velus Jones, who has room to run. 30 down inside the 25-yard line, in between the numbers and the hash marks on the right side. Shows you some of that burst of speed as he picked up 11 before Jack Kaiser brought him down.
And they're going to go on the ball again. And I don't know if they were crazy about that formation because there was a lot of traffic inside as far as bodies, and Saints were able to block it up.
Handoff again. Velus Jones cuts it back, middle of the field. Now on the left hash mark, inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line, and move them chains. Another first down.
Fast on the ball, split zone again.
Got them on their heels.
Yep, patient enough to be able to allow it to happen.
Ball's at the 13. 1st and 10. Saints down 17-9. Throw intercepted. And this might be pick 6. Somebody's got to make a play. Dante Pettis spins. Finally brought down. And that is going to be the pick by Ken H. Lovely. And that was just poorly thrown ball by Rattler. We'll take a break. Talk about it more on the backside. 17-9, 4:32 as the Saints have their first turnover. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Do you remember what it's like to sing your lungs out? Dance until you're dizzy? Dance until dawn and never miss a beat. That's joy the Louisiana way and part of every day.
With Louisiana Blue, you're free to live, to dance, to soar, because you've got the compassion of the cross, the security of the shield, and the comfort of blue behind you. Your Louisiana Blue Card opens doors to top doctors to care for you, so you can stay healthy, happy.
Life is a celebration, a dance. So step up, step out.
For 90 years, we've kept you covered, Louisiana, so you can keep moving and keep living your life. Live, Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue, Louisiana True.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
CCI Productions is an XL printing, design, fabrication and installation, and finishing company known for their accuracy and precision in branding spaces and events. Let their team of graphic solutions specialists provide you with professional consultation, creative conceptualization, high-quality production, and expert execution. Learn more today at cciproductions.io. CCI, official partner of the New Orleans Saints.
It's a good day getting started. Tommy Tucker, weekday mornings 6 to 10 on WWL.
Saints first turnover in this due. So sometimes it's not the play, sometimes it's the personnel. Slant, to Dante Pettis that they tried earlier.
Well, I think the earlier one was Tipton.
Right.
To Tipton. And so if I'm going to throw a slant down in the red zone, it's going to be to
Kevin Austin.
Kevin Austin Jr. is who I want a bigger body. And so that play, the defender was just able to cross his face, and it was more physical than the receiver, and you can't allow that to happen.
He played in the UFL this year, did Kenai Lovely. Wolford remains in. Handoff. As Jacksonville will be content to run a little clock. And that's Jalen Ford. Amari Thomas was there as well. Wolford, 5th year out of Wake Forest. At 10,621 yards as a high schooler in Florida. More than Tim Tebow, Lamar Jackson, Teddy Bridgewater, Dante Culpepper, and Danny Wolford. Impressive group there. Under 4 minutes to play. 3 yards on that. 2nd and 7. Wolford, his uncle, Will Wolford, played for Buffalo. Now rolls to his right. Telling some players to come to him. They did. The tight end comes back, makes the catch. Sean Bowman, and that's a first down.
Tight end rolls. A lot of movement. You had 3 guys that run after the quarterback, and everybody leaves the guys that they were covering. And so that's just, one where it's unlucky because you're in position, and originally that tight end is covered, but they let him go free.
And Wolford directed traffic pretty well to get it to Bowman, who picked up 10 yards to the Jacksonville 47, 1st and 10. Be under 3 minutes by the time Wolford gets it. Does get it, looks to throw, does throw, outside, incomplete. Too wide of the Saints bench, trying to hit Chandler Brayboy, the rookie out of Elon.
Interesting decision because you took the game clock all the way down. You took the play clock all the way down to allow the game clock to continue to move. Saints do have, 2 timeouts?
3, I think.
Well, you have 3 timeouts here.
Both teams have their full allotment.
Yeah, and then you have the 2-minute warning. Saints were going to call timeout if you hadn't thrown it, but didn't have to in that situation.
2nd and 10.
Guards early.
Handoff to Quindon Jackson. That play, something wasn't right. I don't know if the quarterback turned wrong or.
I don't know if it was a counter play, but I know the left guard was early. They didn't call it. Saints called one of the timeouts there.
Omari Thomas blew it up for -4.
Well, Amari was able to get free because the center or the guard on the left side was not able to block him, and so the back was seeing him, and that's why it looked quirky.
Yeah, it looked
the back saw the penetration up front from the guard center combination, losing it, but that left guard was early.
Omari Thomas, the rookie out of Tennessee, wearing number 74. It's just weird. Some of these numbers.
A weird number right there, but he was a big-time player coming out of high school. I'm talking like a 5-star type player, and injuries kind of held him back. And it's interesting to see a guy like that doesn't get drafted,
right?
Because
how about John Wolford?
Yeah.
Right, guy had more yards than all those people, and he's in his 5th year, but he's not. He's fighting for a living.
Well, I can tell you why though. Let me tell you, John Wolford in 6'1".
I'm 6'2". You saying I got a shot?
Very hard, and that 6'1" may be generous.
3rd and 14. Little screen pass to the left side to Dorian Singer. Caught from the back by Isaiah Foskey, and that likely saved a first down. Foskey caught him from the backside, tripped him up,
Their second charge timeout.
and the Saints call timeout quickly.
Second timeout.
And you love what the Saints says as far as Isaiah Foskey understanding, recognizing, hey, this guy's not blocking me. Let me retrace. Let me be able to get back and make this play, because I agree with you. If he doesn't make that play, that's a first down for Jacksonville. And so third and long situation, they're able to save it. And it looks like the punt team is going to come out. And so
get to see Roderick Daniels for the first time.
Well, but I don't know what quarterback, and maybe Jeff can tell us if it's going to be Rattler or if it's going to be Hayner. Looks like it's going to be Rattler going back in this 2-minute situation. And I expect the Saints, if they do score, to go for 2.
Roderick Daniels just signed as this one again goes towards the near sideline and out of bounds. So Roderick Daniels will not get a chance. The ball will be at the 18. He's from SMU. Had 2 returns, punt returns for touchdown. 1 in 23 of 67 yards. 1 in 24 of 69 yards. 31 yards on the punt. 0 for 5 are the Jaguars on third down this half. So here we go. It's real football time, baby. Fourth quarter. They're down a score, 2:39. Crowd not exactly on their feet. Rattler stays in. 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Looks to throw quickly, does throw. Dante Pettis can't decide to go inside or outside and just kind of stays there, but picks up about 5 yards to the 23-yard line. Branson Combs as the Saints go fast again, 2:20. They have another timeout and the 2-minute warning. Rattler to Valus. If he can get through, cannot get past that one tackler. If he'd have gotten past him, Combs on the near side, he had some green and could have easily gotten the first down.
Yeah, and if you're the Saints, you want to get on the line, but you're not snapping this. I just want to – if I'd have gotten the first down, maybe I snapped this ball, but since I didn't get the first down, I need to talk about it. Tried to make a play, but just couldn't spin out of it.
2 minutes to play, 17-9. Saints have it on a 3rd and 6 when we come back on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
When the storm comes, it shakes more than just your walls. It shakes your world. But in New Orleans, we're built different.
We don't fold. We rebuild.
At American Safety, we show up fast and we get to work. And we treat your home like our own.
Because recovery isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about restoring what matters. American Safety, stronger than the storm, and right here with you.
You'd never step in front of a linebacker at full speed, so why risk it with a train? When you approach a rail crossing, respect the signs and signals. The average train needs over a mile to stop. That's 18 football fields. C-Tracks Think Train Week is September 15th to 21st. Visit cn.ca/rail safety to learn how to be rail smart and stay safe near trains and tracks.
Saints fans, let's take a 30-second time out for a quick mental getaway to Pensacola. Picture sugar white sands, crystal clear waters. Remember, your perfect getaway is just a short drive away. So head east for the ultimate time out from the hustle and bustle. Fresh seafood, stunning sunsets, and relaxing beaches, all waiting for you in Pensacola. Sundays with the Saints and any day with your toes in the sand, that's the way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
Jan from Toyota here with live coverage of end of summer fun at Toyota's national sales event with my special guest, Eli Manning.
Thanks, Jan. Let's get into it.
Down by the lake for some fishing, we've got Eric in his Tundra. He throws his line, and he's going long.
Heck of a team effort there. That Tundra got him exactly where he needed to be.
Sure was, Eli. Until next time, go Toyota.
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 2nd. Toyota, let's go places.
WWL is the news, talk, and sports leader.
It's a New Orleans Saints tradition. Turn down the sound of your TV, pause your DVR, and sync up Saints Radio next Saturday at noon when the Saints take on the Denver Broncos in the Caesars Superdome. Turn up the Saints Radio Network.
We'll see Zach Streif, Sean Payton, Be a little different atmosphere than that Thursday night game. 2 minutes. 3rd and 6 for the Saints. Rattler brings Pettis in motion across the formation. Will throw. Here comes some pressure. He's in trouble. Rolls to his right. Now throws. Complete on the far side, and that's complete but shy of the first down to Mason Tipton. So it's going to be, say, 4th and 2. He picked up 4. Saints go quickly on a big play. 4th and 2. Make it a good one. Rattler throws quick. First down. On the catch, Mason Tipton. Little slant pattern and wide open all the way across the 40 to the 43.
Nice job, nice throw. And he backed him up 2 yards.
Of course. First down. Now it's at the 41.5. Rattler to throw again. Now steps up. Keeps it. 45. Midfield. And then just goes down as he's on the other side into Jacksonville territory. Smart play. Didn't slide. That would cost him 5 yards because of the way they've been spotting it. 104. Clock moving. Saints down a score and a 2-point conversion.
And, of course, they blow it dead for some reason.
The previous play is under review.
And it's under review because of what? The spot on the field? I mean, for the Saints, you take the opportunity to be able to get something to drink, and I know this can't be a spot.
I mean, he's going all the way over to the monitor.
Yep.
This isn't an eye in the sky kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, and so it's a spot. It's either 2nd and 1 or it's a first down. But this is a spot issue because they want to see where he went down. And I agree with you, Mike. He did not slide for this exact reason. He didn't slide because they put you down or back about 2 yards.
But
he didn't give himself up. He wasn't touched. That's where he was actually given up or touched.
This seems to be the perfect time to use the virtual where was he on the field. Yet this time we go.
That's kind of what they do here.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It is a first down.
He wasn't touched when he was on the ground, but he was giving himself up.
Right.
And so that's why people will say, well, it's a fumble. No, he gave himself up, and then the ref blew the whistle, the play dead. But it was either going to be 2nd and 1 or a first down.
And it is a first down with 59 seconds to play. 17-9 Jacksonville. Rattler out of a shotgun. Throws to the near side. Out pattern. What a great catch by Mason Tipton at the 20-yard line. Sliding right in front of Danico Slaughter.
That's a really good throw. And that corner is playing under. He's playing underneath, and he sees the ball late, but that is an outstanding throw and catch.
26 yards. Back to throw. Looking for the end zone and looking for Mason Tipton. Just overthrown. Mason Tipton had a little separation at the end. Might have been because of his hand, but either way, got some separation.
Got some separation there, and the speed. Rattler's going to kind of kick himself. I got to give my guy a chance to catch this ball. But, I mean, he had the separation, probably at least a foot or two, and then the cornerback, he's upset with himself. He's upset with himself because he felt like it was pass interference.
2nd and 10, 45 seconds. Ball at the 21. Rattler out of a shotgun. Jacksonville brings 4. Quick pass. Caught across the middle. Well, that's good hands right there by number 42 who went up and came down with it. Seth Green, the tight end. 30 seconds as he picked up 6. 3.
Saints got to burn the timeout because they got a 10-second runoff. Clock's going to run. Saints got to burn the timeout.
So they'll leave with no timeouts, but you got 27 seconds.
False start. Offense, number 61. 5-yard penalty. The Saints have chosen to take a timeout to avoid a 10-second runoff. Hey. Timeout, New Orleans, their final charge timeout of the half.
Yeah, and
30-second timeout.
I get Mason Tipton back into the game, too, though. He was not in the game. He was getting the water. Here, all right, this is where you at, Mike. Okay. You at what, the 20? Middle, you at the 20. 3rd down. So I was about to say the middle of the field is going to be open. But whatever you do, once you get the yardage for the first down, spike the ball. You don't have to catch it on the sidelines. If you do catch it on the sidelines, you've got to understand, and I don't get enough yardage for it, it's 4th down. I can't spike it at that point. They've shown they had one blitz where it was a coffee, and it was a nice play by them. The linebacker looked like he was coming, and then he dropped out. So I would expect pressure here. Right now they're not showing, but I would expect pressure.
3rd and 9. Jacksonville brings 4. Rattler throws it. Near side caught. Dante Pettis tiptoes into the end zone for the touchdown. Near side. Wow, another really thrown ball by Spencer Rattler for 20 yards right at the edge of the Raising Cane's red zone, and that's a touchdown for Pettis.
That is a strike. I mean, the defender is in a position to make a play, and Pettis does a nice job. You talked about Green having strong hands previously. That time you see Pettis with strong hands, and there was not pressure brought by the Jaguars in that situation. And so the Saints were able to pick it up. They did a nice job of giving him a cup as far as the quarterback is concerned. Now it comes down to your 2-point play.
What do you like here?
Me, I like the half roll back, but I'm looking for the third option, the fourth option, not cutting the field all the way down.
Bayless Jones is behind. Pistol formation. Rattler gets it. Stands. Now he's rolling to his right, looking for time. He can run it. He can run it. And he does. And it looks like if things don't change, we're going to have a tie. Preseason football game. The 2-point conversion is good.
Have you ever felt so good about a tie in preseason? And there was 3 points that I said, I don't kick that. I don't need to see that field goal. That may end up being the saving grace for this team. They were trying to throw this ball back. There was a throwback that they were looking for. Jacksonville actually did a good job of taking it away. But since they kind of doubled over the middle, there was nobody in the flat to kind of force Rattler to throw it. He does a nice job of being able to run that football in. And so
here's the key. Jacksonville has 3 timeouts.
They can kick a 70-yard
field goal. They can kick a 70-yard field goal. So he
wouldn't make it this time.
You don't want to give them the ball at the 35.
At the 35.
This one needs Charlie.
So look who is talking to Charlie at this time.
Right.
No, look who's talking to him.
Phil Galliano.
It is the special teams coach. And I can guarantee you, he just told him.
Don't kick it in the air in the end zone.
There you go.
But I think he probably said that the other 2 times.
And it didn't matter. I mean, because you could tell by his reaction, he was not happy. And the other thing is, Charlie, he doesn't have to take a deep drop, but this drop is deep, Mike. He may be kicking this one in the end zone. Normally, he would take only 1 or 2 steps and still get it to the end zone.
So Charlie comes to the ball, and it is a high, deep one. To heck with it. Out of the end zone. You do
look at him. He turns around and he throws his hands up.
But I think he was told to do that. That didn't happen by mistake.
His earlier, he would take 2 to 3 steps and it would get in the end zone.
Right
there.
So then Phil told him.
Yeah, but I mean, look at Phil. He told him that time. He's happy. I want you to kick it in the end zone. Man, who knows?
Well, I mean,
he told him that time.
He kicked it out of the He kicked it out of the end zone from 10 yards deep.
So for a 70-yarder, how many yards they need? 10?
5. Well, 10. Seth Hennigan, the 4th quarterback, is in. Saints bring pressure. Complete? No. Incomplete across the middle. He kicked it from the 40, so it was about, say, the 48.
Yeah.
So they got to get to the 48 to make it a 70-yarder. But that was incomplete.
So you need at least
13 yards.
Yeah, 13 yards.
I mean, he had a couple of yards to spare.
Correct.
He could kick it from 70.
I mean, but if I'm the Saints, I'm trying to get pressure. I'm not even trying to allow him into that situation. Saints did get a little pressure that time.
Yeah.
They're still dropping, though.
16 seconds, 2nd and 10. Ball at the Jacksonville 35. We are knotted at 17. Seth Hennigan throws deep, and that is caught, but there's a flag down.
Was it push off, offense or defense? Holding defense.
Tight end Quentin Morris caught it, and now they're
holding. Defense, number 44. The penalty is declined. First down.
All right.
That's a nice throw by the quarterback as well.
Seth Hennigan connecting with his tight end.
Timeout, Jacksonville. their first charge timeout of the game.
Quentin Morris was 4 for 4 last week with a 21-yarder. How long was that one, Rick? 24 yards. 20 tight ends have been
making plays.
Like 3 or 4 explosives for the tight ends.
Making
so the ball is at the Saint 42. 9 seconds to play. Jacksonville still has 2 timeouts. So middle of the field.
You need a sack.
Wide open, or they could run the ball.
Yeah, you can run it. You have timeouts.
Hennigan out of the shotgun. Ball at the Saint 42. 9 seconds. Back to throw. Hennigan does throw. Picked off. Ball batted to the air. Still on his feet. 30, 20. Eunice.
No
Sanker.
No time.
But that would have been a way to score.
No time on the clock.
If he'd have scored, the Saints win.
The Saints want to say that there's 1 second on the clock. They're trying to say that he stepped out before the game expired. Virtually, they'll take a look at it, but talk about a swing of emotions. The Saints want 1 second on the clock.
Which is exactly how Cam Little got his 70-yarder. And it was almost halftime, and he said, no, put a second back on.
This ball pops up.
Yep.
Let's see if he steps out of bounds because he does not get tackled. Does he step out? He stepped out, but I don't know the clock.
Think it's clock. They've got enough time.
Well, they've got to sync it up, Mike.
Right.
They've got to sync it up.
So popped in the air.
And the refs are running off the field, so that tells you all you need to know.
The runner was out of bounds with no time left on the clock. The game is over.
No! You know what?
Have you ever been involved in
that was an exciting game. You know, I mean, in 253 preseason games, the only preseason tie came back in 1972 at the Houston Oilers, 14-14. But the Saints prevent defensively 3 turnovers. You think there should have been a second?
Yep. May have been a second, 1 second when his foot hits.
At first, I was like, either score or get down, right?
Yeah, well, get down. But I mean, at that point, you're so young. Yeah. You don't even
Jonas
realize.
Sanker.
You don't even realize and know the moment. You thinking you're gonna score, and so
I thought he actually kind of was.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. Was that Elliot Davison who was on the coverage who helped pop it up?
Who helped pop it up on the slant route?
Right.
I'm not sure who it was on the coverage, but I mean, you talk about a turn of emotions from the holding to the tight end, the big play, and you feel good about yourself. Actually, even though you didn't play well in the first half, you end up coming back in the second half, and offensively, you go down there and you tie it up to score defensively. You give up some stuff, and
you needed that touchdown.
There's
right?
a little heartbeat.
Goals.
Yeah, there's a little heartbeat that
right.
you kind of came alive right there at the end.
And the quarterback battle remains as strong as ever.
No, I agree with you. I thought what Rattler was able to do, come in and, you talk about just giving your guys a chance to make a play. You see him bounce back from the interception that he threw earlier to be able to throw a strike and guys be able to connect with it and
make the 2-point conversion himself.
Make the 2-point conversion. I don't force anything in. I'm able to run it in, and so you didn't quit.
So the Saints, they don't do any overtime in preseason, just to make it official. 17-17. It was 17-3 at halftime. They're leaving the field. Denver's coming in next. We'll take a break. Final score, 17-17, right here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Conecuh Sausage has been around for over 75 years, making their great-tasting hickory smoked sausage. And now, a new proud partner of the New Orleans Saints, Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and a fan favorite for tailgate. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasoning, and smoked over a pure hickory fire. For that true Southern flavor. Enjoy Conecuh hickory smoked sausage in the Superdome or at home while watching the Saints, and make Conecuh a part of your game day tradition. Conecuh Sausage, a real winner since 1947. Visit ConecuhSausage.com for store locator and recipes.
Football is a contact sport, but so is business. That's why you need the team at Marsh McLennan Agency.
We've been providing business insurance, employee health and benefits, retirement, and private clients insurance solutions in Southeast Louisiana for 80 years. We combine the personalized service model of a local consultant with the global resources of the world's leading professional services firm. Put the power of our world-class local touch formula to work for you. Visit marshmma.com today. Marsh McLennan, proud partner of the New Orleans Saints.
3rd and 9. Jacksonville brings 4. Rattler throws it. Near side caught. Dante Pettis tiptoes into the end zone for the touchdown. Near side. Wow, another really thrown ball by Spencer Rattler for 20 yards right at the edge of the Raising Cane's red zone, and that's a touchdown for Pettis.
That's the energy power play. Energy. We power life.
So that tying drive was 9 plays, 82 yards, 218. Rattler 7 of 8, 76 yards. The one run, 11 yards. And then, of course, the 2-point conversion. And only because we talked about it at halftime, which was the Saints had 70 yards total at halftime and finished the game with 335. Mason Tipton, 6 receptions, 100 yards. 45 yards was his longest. 4 catches for Dante Pettis. The touchdown, and Trayton Welch had a 28-yarder. So a little bit of everything. You get a little bit of everything in preseason. I didn't feel as much situational stuff today. I felt like it was more, you know what I mean? Like, we're just going to do it because it's preseason and it don't matter.
Yeah,
right? I didn't feel it as much.
I didn't feel it as much either. I thought that you did a better job in the second half of maybe executing some stuff. In the first half, you just had way too many mistakes. They ran that same twist stunt on the left side, and the Saints offensive line as well as running back picked it up this time. And so, if you can make corrections like that, we saw him run it, the second play of the game where the left defensive end, he goes and picks your right guard, and they never recover. And so you've got to be able to talk through some of that, because we know, Caesar, you're a better player than that. You're the leader of that group. You've got to be able to talk through it. You and Kendra can't allow the safety, who you technically should, both of you should pick him up. But he rushes the quarterback, and it's a free hitter on the quarterback. That cannot happen. And so things that shouldn't happen early on, particularly with the veterans, you've